Tomorrow holds great promise and also challenge, but we will make it together. Make tomorrow by fortifying today. Make tomorrow by making people our true strength. Consistently investing in growing our human, social and relationship capital. Building a diverse workforce. Cultivating a culture of inclusion and focusing on safety and health. Empowering communities around us. Building long-term, transparent and trust-based relationships with every stakeholder. Make tomorrow by creating future-ready solutions. With our fully integrated operations, from mining operations, manufacturing plants, and steel processing centers, to our wide range of products and customized services and solutions, we have a steely grip on the future. Our prudent future-focused acquisitions ensure we have a global presence and an expanded suite of capabilities that allow us to unlock the full potential of steel. We're focused on making solutions that serve the needs of industries and individuals. Providing high-quality materials that go beyond steel. Pushing boundaries to create stronger solutions, better solutions. Pushing boundaries of digital technologies to build a smart, connected and seamless value chain. Reinventing how we connect, transact and engage with our customers. And with our strong focus on research and development, we're anticipating and addressing challenges of tomorrow. Working with stakeholders to identify specialized, unconventional solutions that drive sustainability across the value chain. We're making solutions that address climate challenges of today and tomorrow, aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We are working towards being responsible steelmakers, being responsible steel suppliers, and helping our customers make sustainable choices. Tomorrow is ours to create, and together we can make it better, shape it better. A small change can have a big impact. Every change is triggered by a belief, and our belief in sustainability is changing how we work. This belief is translated into one of our key strategic objectives. We're aiming for holistic changes in everything we do. making changes across the value chain by introducing processes and technologies to promote carbon-neutral steelmaking. Adopted a circular economy philosophy and adapted our processes to ensure zero waste, and implemented the 4R strategy to achieve high material efficiency. We have initiated renewable energy projects across all sites and implemented the Global Life Cycle Assessment (LCA) standards that allow for comprehensive analysis of environmental impacts associated with the safety of our products, processes, and resource utilization. We've also implemented the Tata Steel Responsible Supply Chain Policy based on fair business practices, human rights, health and safety, and environmental protection. Through continuous dialogue with all stakeholders, we ensure a common understanding and deliver on shared sustainability objectives. As part of Responsible Steel, and as the first steel producers to join the Sea Cargo Charter to reduce Scope 3 greenhouse gas emissions, we're forging impactful collaborations for a sustainable future. We've also collaborated with an Indian startup to deploy electric vehicles for finished steel transport, a first in the Indian steel industry. Steel may be cold, but Tata Steel has a warm heart. We work passionately to preserve the health and beauty of our planet for the generations that will follow. We are safeguarding biodiversity through inclusion and collaboration with local communities, and positively impacting the environment and community by committing to preserve natural resources, setting industry benchmarks in environmental performance, implementing ISO 14001 compliant environmental management systems in operations, and appointing a board-level CSR and sustainability committee. We are proud that our work is globally acknowledged and appreciated. But our belief in a sustainable tomorrow is what keeps us responsible and committed. We are changing today to make a better tomorrow.
What is the future built on? A strong vision. A vision that comes alive with ideas and imagination. Our vision is to create the unimaginable. We have been driving innovation for the past century to create a world that will better itself every day. Pioneering specialized products across industries that enhance our customers' business performance. Our continuous investment in world-class research and development and collaborations with universities and research institutes worldwide keep us at the forefront of innovation. Our variety of products and radical design solutions address emerging automotive needs. Our packaging solutions pioneer reliable and safe materials that are reusable and recyclable. A comprehensive range of high-quality strip products meets every engineering requirement. We are developing superior solutions and products to support advanced oil and gas extraction and production technologies. Our innovative construction materials take modernization to new heights. We've developed lightweight steel composite floor decks that offer long-spanning capabilities, can be installed faster, and have high fire performance. We're helping to create the world's largest offshore wind farm with our strong and light structural hollow sections, and also build modern, aesthetically designed structures. Our long-span structural roof deck solutions are perfect for multiple roofing applications. We've developed versatile, high-quality cladding systems that are superior to traditional materials, and bespoke built-up solutions that meet stringent acoustic, thermal, and fire performance. Our prefabricated modular solutions are designed for high quality and faster construction. We also offer doors and windows with the strength of steel and the finish of wood. TMT bars for earthquake-resistant construction, and structural tubes and hollow sections used to build unique and iconic structures. India's first branded prefabricated welded wire mesh solution that offers great cost savings and is sustainable. We're more than just one of the world's largest steel manufacturers. We support our customers' businesses and goals with value-added solutions, helping architects create innovative buildings with greater efficiency and shorter project life cycles, providing total home building support under one roof through our online platform, engaging decision makers through the value chain. We're pushing boundaries to create new value and increase market share for our partners. We support the world's tallest and most complex constructions with products that are made efficiently, responsibly, and with low carbon footprint. We are the first steel manufacturer to become an approved EPD program operator, and many of our products are RoHS compliant. We are shaping the steel that will shape the future. Bigger, better, sustainable. Look around. Is time escaping us? Can we keep up? Can we beat time and its effect on tomorrow? At Tata Steel, we're getting ahead of tomorrow by creating materials that can beat time. Materials that are versatile, stronger, lighter, more resilient, and more sustainable. With fiber-reinforced polymer composites, we've taken a disruptive leap. The material is future-ready, lightweight, corrosion-resistant, low maintenance, recyclable, and has multiple applications. It makes smart cities smarter, infrastructure stronger, makes railway journeys comfortable, and helps people stay safe and comfortable during health emergencies. Derived from graphite, graphene is the thinnest material in the world, is 300 times stronger than steel, and a superconductor. We're leading research in this new material, innovatively producing it from flowers, petals, and even bread to make its production cost-effective and its usage more widespread. Our ready-made graphene-coated stirrups are leading the market, and in the works are wearables that could turn into personal heaters. We're aiding the development of high-quality medical material with the production of synthetic hydroxyapatite powder used mainly to manufacture bone grafting material. This nano-grade powder can help to beat bone frailty. With our new material business, we are committed to making a tomorrow that is versatile, stronger, lighter, more resilient, and sustainable.
Over 100 years ago, on the central ridge, at the confluence of the Subarnarekha and the Kharkai rivers, the site of India's first steel plant was chosen. Way back in 1907, when Tata Steel was set up, the founder, Jamshedji Tata, envisioned a city with its roots reaching deep into biodiversity management. In the 1920s, Sir Dorabji Tata preserved its biodiversity for decades to come. On his invitation, a sanitary engineer, F.C. Temple, created a plan that integrated parks and gardens into Jamshedpur's urban fabric. Later in 1941, on Sir Vishveshwaraya's advice, Dimna Water Reservoir, an artificial lake set amidst the sloping hills to the city's north, was carved out to assure the city of a perennial source of water. An early high point came when the 190-acre Jubilee Park was inaugurated to mark Tata Steel's Golden Jubilee in 1958. Carefully laid out, the park is a botanical delight with natural spaces covered with indigenous and exotic trees, semi-natural gardens, and a man-made lake, Jayanti Sarovar, a favorable destination for migratory birds. Along the Sarovar was developed the Tata Steel Zoological Park, again replete with indigenous varieties of trees where butterflies, small animals and birds find a natural habitat. In a premeditated initiative, Tata Steel undertook an environment impact assessment, which paved way for its environment policy and its sustainability policy. Always a pioneer, in 2016, Tata Steel launched a biodiversity policy with a target of net zero impact on biodiversity, the first such commitment in Indian industry. The result has been a surge in Jamshedpur's green cover with extensive and impactful plantation drives, reclamation of marshy or barren land, and conversion of waste dumps into verdant woods, including the reclamation of Jugsalai Muck Dump in 2010, with the greening of a 62-acre mound of ash and slag. Yet another green marvel, Dalma View Point, covers over 1,000 plants, 28,000 creepers, 5,000 shrubs, and 13,000 square meters of grass cover what was once a waste dump. Adjacent to it, work is in progress for developing a forest trail which replicates the indigenous forests of Jharkhand. Surrounding the gold rolling mill at Bara is a 15-acre man-made lake on what was once a marshy land. Dredged to a depth of 3.5 meters to harvest rainwater, it has made the water table rise significantly. Another 15-acre area is being dredged to extend this water body to 30 acres. With every passing year, as Jamshedpur has seen greater urbanization, it has also seen more trees being planted, more parks, a multitude of water bodies, wider green verges along its tree-lined avenues, converging at large shrub-edged roundabouts overladen with a riot of flowers in winter. A new biodiversity park is being developed at the southwestern periphery of Jamshedpur to add over 1,500 trees. Jamshedpur since ages has been witnessing scores of migratory birds flocking to the large, dense tree-lined banks of the cooling ponds in the steelworks. Each year, over 100,000 saplings of indigenous varieties of trees are planted, ensuring Jamshedpur makes steady progress towards its target of 40% green cover from a present level of 33%. The rich ecological diversity with the city limits of Jamshedpur not only makes it resilient but has led to it being universally referred to as Steel City, Clean City and Green City.
ओरन बोरन भीरमा गाजड़ ताला रे हाय ओरन बोरन भीरमा गाजड़ ताला रे हाय इमा होपन जाला रे
बनाई दे ले छवा मन के पढ़े लागिन स्कूल बनाई दे ले छवा मन के पढ़े लागिन छवा मन तो बैठल है मास्टर नहीं ओ राजा कहते दिन ऐसन चली तो हर राज ओ राजा ओहो राजा कहते दिन ऐसन चली. Here people go for the protest or any kind of thing, any kind of procession. They don't encourage their kids or younger generation to come and join us. There is a gap.
कई बार हम देखते हैं कि यूथ पॉपुलेशन जो है वो दिखने में हमेशा पावरफुल लगता है, उनके बारे में हमेशा बात होती है, लेकिन उसी तरह से वो निगलेक्ट भी होता है, नज़रअंदाज भी होता है. और जब हम युवाओं की बात करते हैं तो युवा कोई सिर्फ सामने दिखने वाला एक पॉपुलेशन नहीं है, तो वो मार्जिनलाइजेशन में भी छुपा हुआ पॉपुलेशन है.
We try to motivate youth to give back to your society. The people protesting at the roadside, they may need you in the field of social media. So these are the little things which youth can do.
ऊपरी लेयर आमतौर पे हमें जाति, वर्ग, धर्म, प्रांत, वंश, भाषा इस तरह से नज़र आते हैं, लेकिन वो लेयर जब अपने अंदरूनी पिरामिड के अंदर रोल परफॉर्म करते हैं या वहाँ पे अपनी जगह लेते हैं, तो वो लेयर के अंदर छुपे हुए जो इंटरसेक्शनल और मार्जिनलाइजेशन है.
Well, I mean, we'll have to look as to who is threatening them. Definitely, if you come with material things to kind of overpower them, material things being guns and all those things. People don't have a chance. We have reached a point where even the aggressor and all the people have to think. The strategy. Are we here to just try to dominate other people, or are we here to create a sustainable life?
As of now, education is one of the instruments which has done immense what is called damage to the tribal community, because we are taught in a language which is alien. We are taught by people who are alien. We are taught a subject which is alien. So everything that you have been teaching us in alien, and you say that we are very poor. For a tribal community, when you are exposed to that, it is very difficult. And as a result of which, what you find, education is completely taking away Adivasi children, tribal children, from their roots to language, to the culture, to the traditions, to the history, and therefore that is the way in which you are losing.
We have to live with the time. We have to accept the changes. But the thing is, the changes has to be something that people want, the development is something that the community wants.
Leadership is important. A young enthusiastic, dynamic, questioning leadership is what the tribes need. They don't need to look up to some people and just, we have this habit, huh? We always look up to our MLAs and ministers and we think whatever they say is the Bible. That needs questioning. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी, नोमैडिक ट्राइब के अंदर जो सेक्सुअल माइनॉरिटीज़ है, औरतें हैं, युवाएं है जो बेरोजगार है, सिंगल वीमेन है, डिसेबिलिटीज़ है, राइट, वीमेन एट रिस्क का जो पॉपुलेशन है, वहाँ पे उनकी जिसे हम कहें कि सवालों को झूंझने का जो मात्रा है वो बहुत बड़ी है, और वो मात्रा बड़ी है, वो ज़्यादा घुटन का कारण इसलिए होता है, वो गंभीर इसलिए हो जाता है क्योंकि संसाधन नहीं है.
In this entire space, when we were seeing so much ferment, so much recalibration, reimagination, we thought we should ask a simple question. When the entire world is reimagining the future and what it portends for the present, where really does tribal wisdom, the tribal way of life, stand both in the process of this reimagination, where is the voice, what is being factored into the reimagination process, and also in the outcome in the reimagined world, what role will indigeneity really play? And if you hark back, one of the underlying fundamental assumptions about Samvad is that indigeneity or the tribal way of life or tribal wisdom holds the answers to some of the most vexing questions that the planet faces.
We believe that if our communities have been able to take on some of their challenges and move ahead in life, what are the aspirations that they are looking forward in 2021 and let's say the coming decade? This Samvad essentially tries to capture all of that in the best way possible.
Good afternoon. Few mandatory announcements on safety for people present at the location of the AGM. This premises has been sanitized and audited for safety protocol. There are 2 exits in front of the dais. In case of an emergency, kindly use the exits and assemble at the assembly point at the ground floor and wait for further instructions. Please do not re-enter the premises. Dear shareholders, welcome to the 115th Annual General Meeting of Tata Steel Limited. This meeting is being conducted over audiovisual means. My name is Parvatisam Kanchinadam, and I am the Company Secretary and Chief Legal Officer of the company. I would like to take you through certain details relating to your participation at this meeting. The facility of joining this AGM through audiovisual means is being made available for members on first come first serve basis. All members who've joined this meeting are by default placed on mute mode by the host to avoid any disturbance arising from the background noise and to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting. Once we commence the Q&A session, the chairman will sequentially announce the names of shareholders who have conveyed their desire to speak at this meeting. Upon being called, the host will give appropriate access to the concerned shareholder to speak. Before you commence speaking, please be mindful of the following. Use the earphones so that the narrative is clearly audible to all the participants. Ensure that you have strong Wi-Fi connection and that the same is not connected to any other device. Ensure that no other background applications are running on the device that you are connected from. Remember to switch on the video and ensure that you have adequate background lighting at your place. If you are unable to join through video for any reason, request you to speak through the audio means. If the speaker shareholder has a connectivity problem, we will call the next speaker to join. Once the connectivity improves, the speaker shareholder may again be called to speak after all the registered shareholders have spoken. We request the speaker shareholders to please limit their speech to 3 minutes. During the course of the AGM, shareholders facing technical difficulties may kindly contact the helpline number provided in the notice convening this meeting. Few instructions on electronic voting. As you are aware, the Companies Act of 2013 and SEBI listing regulations provide for electronic voting. Accordingly, the company has provided to its members the facility to cast their votes through the remote electronic voting system administered by NSDL. Facility for voting at this meeting is also being made available for those members who have not cast their vote through the remote electronic voting system and are participating in this meeting. The electronic voting system will be made available during this meeting once announced by the chairman. Members who have not yet cast their vote and wish to do so may please visit NSDL's e-voting system and cast their vote while continuing to watch the proceedings of this meeting. Mr. P.N. Parekh, practicing company secretary, has been appointed as the scrutinizer to scrutinize the votes cast at this meeting and through the remote electronic voting. Since the AGM is being conducted through the audiovisual means and the resolutions forming part of this notice have already been put to vote through the remote electronic voting, the practice of proposing and seconding of resolutions is not required and will not be followed in this meeting. Thank you for your attention. Over to you, Chairman.
Thank you, PK. Good afternoon, shareholders. I hope you and your family members are safe and in good health. I welcome you all to the 115th Annual General Meeting of the company. As the requisite quorum is present, I now call the meeting to order. I would now request all the directors who have joined through the video conference to introduce themselves. Mr. Noel Tata.
Good afternoon, shareholders. My name is Noel Tata. I am a non-executive director and the vice chairman of the board of Tata Steel Limited. I am participating in this AGM through video conference from Mumbai. I am also the chairperson of the Safety, Health and Environment Committee of the board. Thank you.
Mr. O.P. Bhatt.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, shareholders. My name is Om Prakash Bhatt. I am an independent director on the board of Tata Steel Limited. I am participating in this AGM from my residence in Mumbai via video conference. I am also the chairperson of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and a member of the Audit Committee, as also a member of the Corporate Social Responsibility and Sustainability Committee of the board. Thank you.
Mr. Deepak Kapoor.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, shareholders. My name is Deepak Kapoor. I am an independent director on the board of Tata Steel Limited. I am participating in this AGM through video conference from New Delhi. I am also the chairperson of the Audit Committee and the Corporate Social Responsibility and Sustainability Committee, and a member of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee of the board. Thank you.
Ms. Farida Kambata.
Shareholders. I am participating in this meeting through my place in Washington, D.C. I'm an independent director of your company, and also I chair the Risk and Management Committee, and I'm a member of the Audit Committee. Thank you.
Mr. David Crane.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, shareholders. My name is David Crane. I am an independent director on the board of Tata Steel Limited. I'm participating in this AGM through video conference from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I am a member of the Audit Committee and the Safety, Health and Environment Committee of the board. Thank you.
Mr. V.K. Sharma.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, shareholders. My name is Vijay Kumar Sharma. I am independent director on the board of Tata Steel Limited. I am participating in this AGM through video conference from my residence in Delhi. I am the chairperson of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee and a member of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and the Safety, Health and Environment Committee of the board. Thank you.
Mrs. Saurabh Agarwal.
Good afternoon, shareholders. My name is Saurabh Agrawal. I am a non-executive, non-independent director on the board of Tata Steel Limited. I am participating in this AGM through video conference from Mumbai. I am a member of the Audit Committee and the Risk Management Committee of the board. Thank you.
With me present here are TV Narendran, CEO and Managing Director, Kaushik Chatterjee, Executive Director and CFO, and Parvatisam Kanchinadam, Company Secretary and Chief Legal Officer. During the last year, there have been certain changes to the board. Dr. Peter Bloff and Mr. Aman Mehta ceased to be members of the board. I thank Dr. Bloff and Mr. Mehta for their contributions to the board. I also welcome Ms. Farida Kambata, Mr. David Crane, and Mr. Noel Tata on the board of the company. Also, in May 2022, Ms. Mallika Srinivasan completed her second term as the independent director. I want to thank Mallika Srinivasan for her enormous contributions to the board during her long tenure on the board. Now, I would like to welcome the company's union representatives to this AGM. We value their significant contribution in maintaining industrial harmony at Tata Steel establishments and thank them for their continued support, especially during the ongoing pandemic. Today we have with us are Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Chaudhary, President, Tata Workers Union, Mr. Kumar Jaimangal, President, Rashtriya Coal Mazdoor Sangh and Indian National Metal Works Federation, Mr. Rakeshwar Pandey, President, Tisco Mazdoor Union, Mr. Projal Mukherjee, President, Tata Employees Union, Sinta Groos, Chairperson, Tata Steel Netherlands Central Works Council, Mr. Gerrit Idema, EWC Chairperson of the Employees Representatives and Vice Chair of the Central Workers Council, Mr. Roy Rickus, EWC Secretary of the Employee Representatives and the General Secretary, Community Union. He is also the Chair of the UK Steel Committee. Mr. Russell Pereira and Mr. Pinaki Chaudhary, representatives of the Pricewaterhouse and Company, Chartered Accountants LLP, statutory auditors of the company, Mr. Kunal Banerjee, representing Showman Banerjee, cost auditors of the company, and Mr. P.N. Parikh, representing Parikh and Associates, secretarial auditors of the company, are also attending the meeting. Due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, we are holding this AGM through audio-visual means. This format is in compliance with the directions of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India, as well as the Securities Exchange Board of India. The live streaming of this meeting is also being made available through the website of NSDL. The company has taken the requisite steps to enable shareholders to participate and vote on the items being considered at this AGM. The company has received 9 letters along with board resolutions from the corporate shareholders appointing and authorizing representatives under Section 113 of the Companies Act 2013 in respect of 41 crore 31 lakh 90,264 fully paid shares, representing 33.83% of the total voting capital. Since the physical attendance of the shareholders is dispensed with, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. The registers as required under the Companies Act 2013 and other documents as mentioned in the notice convening this meeting are open for inspection in electronic mode. Should you wish to inspect, please write to the company secretary at the email address mentioned in the notice convening this meeting. Shareholders who have not cast their vote earlier through the remote e-voting can do so during the course of this meeting through the remote e-voting facility. Before we proceed with the business of this meeting, I wish to share a few thoughts on the macroeconomic environment as well as the performance of your company. 2022 started on expectations of a year of high growth and low inflation. However, the Russian-Ukraine war and the resulting geopolitical tensions and trade disruptions led to rising commodity and energy prices and supply shortages globally. As commodity and energy prices remain elevated, the global inflation surged beyond 7.5%, indicating a stagflationary headwinds which are expected to dampen global GDP this year. As the inflationary pressures continue to intensify, major central banks are withdrawing liquidity support and raising policy rates at a faster pace than previously anticipated. So the global growth for the current year is expected to decelerate to 2.9%. While the global growth is impacted, I must say India is still in a strong position and will remain the fastest growing major economy. While there are supply side and inflationary pressures, the demand levers across sectors from our vantage point, both in the B2B and in the B2C, continues to remain robust. The front-ended infrastructure spending by the government, including the National Infrastructure Pipeline, presents a huge opportunity for growth in the medium and long term. We expect that in the coming decade, India will witness significant investment-led growth, which will be steel intensive and require significant capacity expansion and growth in the Indian market. The government has been taking industry-specific policy measures to tackle inflation, which we hope would be short-term in nature. The steel industry in India is globally competitive, and therefore the Indian steel companies should be able to expand capacity in value-added steel products for both Make in India and also for Make for the World. This is a defining moment in the history where the steel industry can leverage its competitive position and export its products globally to not only earn foreign exchange but also provide opportunity for capital formation in India, provide employment, and more importantly, allow Indian companies to invest in sustainable technology and create value for the longer term. Touching upon the key trends being witnessed by the steel industry, I would particularly like to mention 4 trends which relate to environment, digital, supply chain, and product sustainability. The first trend is towards environmental stewardship, covering aspects of air emissions, water management, circular economy, beneficial use of co-products while moving towards decarbonized steel production. The second trend is towards development and adoption of digital technologies and advanced analytics capabilities across the entire manufacturing value chain to be more competitive. The third trend is towards supply chain resilience and sustainability through accurate and precise demand planning, improved product portfolio rationalization, efficient risk management, and stronger supply chain partnerships. And finally, the fourth trend is towards building innovative products and services pipeline that ensure better value outcomes while ensuring a strong environmental friendliness and performance. Now, speaking on the performance of your company, The fiscal year 2022 has been one of the best years, probably the best year in the history of your company. With the efforts and commitment demonstrated by all the employees, the company during the last fiscal overcame challenges and recorded its best financial performance and demonstrated significant progress on all strategic priorities and sustainability ambitions. During the fiscal year 2022, the company's consolidated revenues increased 56% to rupees 2,43,959 crores. On the back of a very strong operating performance of its Indian business, the company achieved its highest ever consolidated EBITDA of rupees 63,830 crore, a growth of over 107% on an annual basis, translating into an EBITDA per ton of rupees 21,626 rupees. The consolidated profit and after tax also increased fivefold to rupees 41,749 crore. The management of your company maintained strong focus in generating free cash through tight working capital management and disciplined capital allocation during the year to record its highest ever free cash flows of rupees 27,185 crores. The company continued to focus on its deleveraging targets and made rigorous efforts towards repayment of debts. During the fiscal year 2022, the company's net debt reduced by 32% to rupees 51,049 crores. On a standalone basis, the revenues of Tata Steel stood at rupees 1,29,021 crore, which is 53% higher than that of the previous year, while the EBITDA of rupees 51,456 rupees crores is 88% higher than that of the previous year. I want to thank you, all shareholders, for your relentless trust and support to the board and the management of your company. I'm happy to announce that for the financial year ended March 31st, 2022, the board of directors have recommended a dividend of rupees 51 per fully paid equity share and rupees 12.75 per partly paid up equity share, translating it into the highest ever dividend payout in the company's history for your consideration. Further, the board of directors have also recommended the subdivision of equity shares of the company in a 10:1 ratio. This will enhance the stock equity, the capital market, and make the stock more affordable to smaller shareholders. The proposal for subdivision of equity shares of the company forms part of the business to be transacted at this meeting and has been placed for the approval of the dear shareholders. Now let me spend a few minutes on the growth plans of the company. The company continued upswing in the steel cycle, saw the company scaling up its business by way of both organic capital expansion and inorganic acquisitions as well as divestments. Towards organic growth, the company continued to accelerate its capital allocation for the 6 million ton per annum pellet plant and 2.2 million ton per annum cold rolling mill complex as part of the 5 million ton per annum expansion at Kalinganagar. The 6 million ton per annum pellet plant will be commissioned the Q3 of this current year, FY23, followed by the cold rolling mill complex and the 5 million ton expansion, which will drive cost savings and product mix enrichment. On the inorganic front, the company made significant acquisitions during the year in areas of long products, mining, as well as advanced materials. The most notable among these is the acquisition of Neelachal Ispat Nigam Limited for an aggregate consideration of rupees 12,100 crore. The acquisition will be carried out through the company's subsidiary, Tata Steel Long Products. The acquisition is particularly important considering the proximity of NINL plant to our Kalinganagar plant and its potential to become the hub for long products business in the near future. Post-acquisition, we will endeavor to ramp up the operations of NINL to its rated capacity of 1.1 million ton per annum within the next 12 months, subject to obtaining statutory clearances. The company also acquired Rohit Ferrotech Limited for a total consideration of rupees 617 crore through another one of its subsidiary, Tata Steel Mining, to meet its production targets of ferroalloys. The company also successfully saw the amalgamation of Tata Steel BSL into and with the company effective November 11th, 2021, as had been originally planned. As part of the restructuring plan of its Southeast Asia business, the company divested its stake in Natsteel Singapore for a consideration of rupees 1,275 crore. In Europe, the Tata Steel Europe Limited achieved a complete separation of its two subsidiaries, UK and Netherlands, to be independent in October 2021. Under the new structure, Tata Steel UK as well as Tata Steel Netherlands will operate as two independent subsidiaries of the parent. To be more resilient to changing market demands and to diversify its portfolio of products and tap the growth opportunity in new material, the company ventured into new materials business comprising multiple verticals of composites, graphene, and advanced ceramics, including medical materials. During the year, the company, through its subsidiary, started working towards building a world-class facility to produce medical materials with a focus to serve the healthcare and medical equipment industry. Our growth plans continue to be governed by the demand forecast, size of business opportunity, scope for enhancements in our product portfolio, and overall balance sheet impact while remaining cognizant of the changing regulatory imperatives. As I had said earlier, this decade, India will see a strong growth, primarily led by the infrastructure spending, which will require a huge consumption of steel. And so we will continue to stay the course in our strong expansion plan of Tata Steel. Towards fulfilling our commitment to embed sustainable business practices across our value chain, we have adopted responsible supply chain policy based on environmental, social, and governance principles. Tata Steel encourages its supply chain partners to integrate these principles in their operations and conduct themselves in a manner which is consistent with this policy. To conclude, I would like to once again reiterate that your company, Tata Steel, is in a very strong position today and is in a very good position to capitalize on the improved opportunities that is presented in front of us. I would like to also thank the management and the employees for their hard work and in their unstinted focus in delivering a holistic results, financials and otherwise. And once again, I want to also thank our members of the board who have been of great support, and thank you all shareholders. Since the notice is already circulated to all the shareholders, I would like to take the notice convening this meeting as read. Since there is no observation, qualification, adverse remarks, or comment by the statutory auditors in their report on the financial statements for the year ended March 31, 2022, or matters which have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company, the auditor's report is taken as read. Now, before I call upon the shareholders who have registered to speak, it is my turn to invite Narendran, Chief Executive and MD, to make a presentation on the operational and the financial performance of the company.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're joining from, and hope you and your families are safe and wish you good health. Let me begin with the safety, health, and environment. This remains our topmost priority across the Tata Steel Group, and our clear ambition is to be the benchmark for health and safety in the steel industry. The lost time frequency rate has come down significantly over the last decade and a half, but we remain steadfast in our endeavors to further improve our performance. We have trained more than 36,400 workers on various safety standards and held various campaigns related to health and well-being on a frequent basis during the year. We also remain dedicated to the cause of giving back to the society, as a responsible organization, we strive for the betterment of the communities we operate in. Our goal remains to contribute across all areas of life, including education, health, livelihood, and youth empowerment. During the year, our CSR initiatives touched more than 2.87 million lives in India. We spent more than 400 crores in FY22 towards achieving the same, and more than 1,350 crores over the last 5 years. Tata Steel is committed in creating sustainable value by continuing to grow in India to occupy a leadership position in all discerning segments while consolidating our position as a global cost leader. We want to be a leader in the pursuit of technology and leveraging of digital. We are a leader on sustainability in the geographies that we operate in and want to become future ready structurally, culturally, and financially. In terms of operational and financial performance, 21-22 was a year of record performance and strategic progress towards across geographies despite the volatile and uncertain operating environment. We generated free cash flows of more than 27,000 crores, and on the back of this, the board has recommended a dividend of rupees 51 per share. As mentioned earlier, there were several best ever performances across key parameters. Our crude steel production at 31 million tons globally was the highest ever, while our deliveries in India at 5.12 million tons in the fourth quarter were the best ever. Our EBITDA at 63,830 crores was more than double of the previous year's figure and was driven by India as well as by Europe. Our profit after tax grew more than 5 times to rupees 41,749 crores. There are many milestones that we achieved during the year that we are proud of, including the Jamshedpur site joining our Aimodin site and the Kalinganagar site to be recognized as a global role model for the adoption of digital technologies. Our online sales through our Ashiana platform more than doubled to 1,500 crores. We have now more than 1.6 million square feet of construction using our Nest-in solutions and developed more than 120 new products and got more than 120 new patents during the year. Looking ahead, we aim to be an industry leader in India, aided by value accretive growth across the steel value chain. Our operating sites across flat products and long products provide us with the optionality in terms of planning as well as to enable the optimization of our product portfolio. In terms of projects, we would commission the 6 million ton pellet plant at Kalinganagar in the third quarter of this financial year, and after that, we will be commissioning the cold rolling mill complex in phases. While the pellet plant drives cost savings, the commissioning of the CRM, the cold rolling mill complex, by the end of the financial year will drive product mix enrichment. And in the next financial year, the 5 million ton expansion will be commissioned in full. The Nilachal acquisition should close soon, and it will be a strategic platform to help us contribute to the expected growth in infrastructure pan-India. And parallelly, we are also setting up our first electric arc furnace-based facility in North India. We are focused on retaining a leadership position in chosen industry segments like the auto industry and building a similar position in the oil and gas industry. Our brands for the B2C and SME segments account for over 1/3 of our revenues in India, and our online and physical reach continues to grow. We also continue to build our leadership position in downstream and value-added products. As we grow, we want to be a benchmark on all parameters of sustainability in each of the geographies that we operate in addition to the long-term net zero goal of 2045 that we've set ourselves. We have set clear short-term and medium-term goals as shown in the slide. These goals are backed by multiple initiatives on the ground, including setting up a carbon capture and use plant, as well as developing alternate and greener options to move our cargo. Before I close, I would like to share that your company's initiatives and performance are being recognized by various eminent entities, and we have been bestowed with several prestigious awards and accolades across categories. Some of them are mentioned on the slide. International credit rating agencies have acknowledged Tata Steel's financial flexibility and resilience, which place the company on a sustainable path. S&P has an investment grade BBB- rating on Tata Steel with a positive outlook, while Moody's have recently moved the outlook from stable to positive, while the rating has been reaffirmed at Ba1. I thank all our employees across geographies for our performance and all the accolades. Thank you and stay safe. Over to you, Chairman.
Now I would like to call the shareholders who have expressed an interest in speaking at this meeting. We have a very large number of shareholders who have registered to speak today. So I would request all shareholders to stick to the allotted time of maximum of 3 minutes, and anyone exceeding that, please allow me to intervene and stop you so that we can get through the list and give opportunity for all the shareholders today to express their views. Let me start by inviting Mr. Arun Kumar Bopanna. Arun?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to everybody. Sir, your annual report is 540 pages. Too much to read, comment, and ask. But with 47 speakers, it's like this, sir. We cut trees to make paper. To write, don't cut trees. So I will cut my speech and keep you happy. The smile on you is important. Mr. Noel Tata has got a technique. Whenever he calls me, he says, Arun, good afternoon. He cuts my speech there itself. So I've been trained to restrict my speeches everywhere. No problem. I am a Tata man, proud to be a Tata man, will be a Tata man. So thank you, Chairman, sir, for allowing me to speak. J.N. Tata initiated Tata Steel for a purpose. It was enormous runway for Tatas in India, which did scale up. Was a game Tata Steel played well too. And I'm proud you reduced the debt, and I'm happy that you split the share too for many participants to come. Sir, expectations of the workplace have changed after COVID and working from home. Wonder how much office itself has changed after COVID. What is the attrition rate in Tata Steel? Tata Steel, I'm glad, has taken over companies of fallen billionaires' crown jewels due to unsustainable debts. Glad jobs have been retained. Any more acquisitions in the of steel companies? I'm very proud of your NINL acquisition too, and I hope you take over more companies so that the country sustains. What are the new developments in Smart City Jamshedpur and Kalinganagar for wider infrastructure and ownership too? So Tata Steel plans to increase jobs to reduce poverty to strengthen social stability in the new facilities, particularly Kalinganagar. So real estate will be seen as a boom in metros and two-tier cities in future. What are Tata Steel's new products to build fast economically? What are the innovations? We need to press the pedal on innovation too. So your doors and windows must be more visible and available for use in real estate. Lastly, sir, Tata Steel found a way to celebrate the diversity, to debate the differences without fracturing the communities. God bless Tata Steel. Thank you. I hope you're happy, sir. I cut down my speech.
Thank you, Arun. Ms. Patel?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Respected Chairman Emeritus, Ms. RNT, Mr. Ratan Tata, respected Chairman, Mr. Chandrasekhar, sir, our respected Vice Chairman, Mr. Noel Tata, the various directors on the board, our CFO, Mr. Kaushik Chatterjee, Mr. Narendra, sir, MD and CEO, and other directors. This is the 115th AGM, and this is the share price of 868 today. And you are giving us a dividend of 51 rupees. Thank you very much for the share split also and a good dividend also. Now I begin. Congratulations, sir, Mr. Chandrasekhar, on receiving the Padma Bhushan, the highest civilian award from the President of our India. I also support all the resolutions, especially resolution number 4 for the reappointment of Mr. Kaushik Chatterjee. And for my interest, I support resolution number 3 and 7, the special dividend and split shares. Uh, um, I congratulate the company for all the awards and accolades that the company has received. Congratulations to Tata Steel for becoming the first steel producer to reduce GHG emission in the ocean trade. And also I congratulate for receiving the best ever year of financial performance of the company. Also, I congratulate for the Green Pro Eco Label certification. So I'm very much interested in your doors and windows availability. Please, if the Secretariat Department should help me in, I wish to buy in procuring this doors and windows, steel doors and windows. Please do help us. There are many people like me who are interested in this Tata product, steel product. Anyway, the next is, I'm very proud that the company has, under your leadership, Chandrasekhar sir, you have reduced the net debt by 50,000 crores. The company's working capital has increased, revenue and PAT has also increased. This is the year the best performance of the company has come out among all these years. This is the most successful year in the history of Tata Steel. Sir, my question goes is, what are your plans for deleveraging $1 million debt per year, besides reducing this debt of 50,000 crores? We are diversifying into 3 new materials, as
Ma'am,
mentioned.
you should now close. You should close. Your time is up, ma'am.
Only one question, last question. We are diversifying into 3 new material: hydroxide, apatite, are ceramic. Hydroxide, apatite, are ceramic. Are very. We are into that raw material. How many years it will take in the market, and how much cost it will be for us? That's all. I congratulate the company and all the staff for giving us very good dividend, for working very hard. The management team and the directors, I thank you very much. All the best.
Somayan Purdehi.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So it's such a pleasure to meet you virtually, though not physically, as we usually used to meet in the AGMs. So I just want to say that we heard your presentation and also the MD's presentation. It needs a person of supernatural courage and wisdom to manage a company like Tata Steel. And you all have succeeded. This is the best year. It is the good news. We have got many shares of Tata Steel. We had applied for lots of rights. So we are very happy about the same. And today the prices is rising. Already it is risen 1.38%. So very good. We thank the management, the chairman, the MD and everybody connected with the company. Now I want to just ask a few questions, general questions. So that means cheap imports from China are a thing of the past. And so what are your dealings still with China? Do you still deal with China? In what way? And so what about Russia and Ukraine? Now regarding the supply chain, so what challenges you faced during, the recent lockdown, the supply chain challenges, and so what about the raw materials, parts? So do you make them yourselves, or do you import, or do you get supplied locally, or do you import from somewhere else? We would just like to know. We are interested in knowing about that, how you manage all this thing. So another thing is that. So regarding the present COVID, of course, though we all say it is mild, we have seen it is mild, not so dangerous like the last time. So are our employees, all of them working? Are our factories running to full capacity? Of course, though we know you are taking the best of precautions. So, and we thank our company secretary, your entire secretarial team, just like in Tata Investment, how they followed up, how they brought us in the speakers portal. So we must appreciate all their efforts. in bringing us into the speakers portal. And I wish our company all the best. I wish you also very good health because you are managing a company. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Celestine Mascarenas and Aloysius Mascarenas.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
And you can see me also, sir.
Yeah.
Namaskar. Respected Chairman, Mr. N. Chandrasekhar, Vice Chairman, Mr. Noel Tata, MD and CEO, PV Narendran, ED, Kaushik Chatterjee, all the other members of the board who are in the virtual meet, my fellow shareholders. I am speaking from, what happened? I am speaking, just 1 minute. My husband will speak because that Britannia is calling.
Hello. Okay. I'll start. Respected Chairman, sir, very distinguished members of the board and my fellow shareholders. Good evening to you all. My name is Aloysius Mascarenas. At the outset, I thank the management, company secretary and his team for sending me the balance sheet, which I received on time. It is voluminous, simple, illustrative, transparent, and informative and adhering to all the parameters required for a good corporate governance. Our results are very good as shown in facts and figures and charts and diagrams and pictures in the balance sheet. Very good, sir. I'm happy to note that 62 new products have been introduced in this year. I would like to know how many new products are going to be launched in the coming year. So hello, sir, I would like to know where do we stand in the steel industry 1 to 5? What is our market share both nationally and internationally? And since we are an export oriented company, what is the rupee versus dollar fluctuation affecting us? Because day by day the rupee is depreciating versus the dollar appreciating. So being an exported oriented company, we should be benefited. So what is the benefit we get? And are we importing any raw material from China? That I would like to know. And the UK-Russian war, how it has affected us, that I would like to know. And now only one personal question, sir. As I had informed earlier in the AGMs, that we senior shareholders are having a lot of problem in dematting. But I'm happy that our Tata Steel is giving me good cooperation. Now the another SEBI rule has come that apart from the dividend which is not encashed in 7 years, which goes to the investor protection fund.
Sir, you have to close quickly.
Yeah, now even the shares will be taken out and transferred to the investor protection funds. So we don't want this to happen. You being the guardian of investors, help us out. With this, sir, I don't want to ask many more questions. I would stop here wishing you personally, all the board members and all the employees, all the very best in the days and years to. With this, sir, thank you very much for patient hearing. Thank you.
Mr. Adil Irani.
We seem to be missing Mr. Irani. Dear Chairman, you may wish to invite the next speaker, please.
Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta.
Hello. Good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Gupta. I am equity shareholder of Tata Steel. I have joined this meeting from my residence, Kolkata. Sir, I have some few questions. I also want to bring a smile on your face because I will also fulfill your day. First of all, I thanks to you and I congratulate you by honor of second highest civilian award by the government of Padma Bhushan. And I warm welcome Mr. Noel Tata as Vice Chairman on our board. And I believe that you will consider to take him in another listed companies like Tata Motors, Tata Chemical, but because he is a vast experience in the marketing and retail business. And I thanks to MD for his showing the good result, and I thanks to the group CFO and company secretary and his team that who has inspired us to join this meeting through VC. And sir, excellent dividend, highest dividend in the Tata Steel history of 51 rupees. And thanks that you are fulfilling our long demand that split of shares to increase the market liquidity and market capitalization. And I thanks to you for congratulate you, your team to acquire the Nilanchal Ispat and Rohit. But if you don't mind, I will tell you one something, sir, that we small shareholder of Rohit Faro has lost entire money. So how you will reward us to fulfill our loss in Rohit Faro? And sir, what's your view on Agnipath and Agniveer? Will you offer some job to young generation? Those will come out from these schemes of the government. Convey our best wishes to our chairman emeritus Sri Ratan Tata. And sir, last but least, what impact will come on our company through Russia and in Ukraine war? Thank you, sir. I think that I have covered within 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Manoj.
Thank you.
SP Besenia.
Sir, can you see me and hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Sir, congrats on achieving highest PBT this year. So annual PBT has increased by 35% and Q4 year-on-year PBT has reduced slightly. How do you see current year? Can I expect annual trend or quarterly trend to continue? That means will the profit increase or reduce? So we have negative cash flow for consolidated accounts for current year and previous year. I feel the company should restrict the dividend and reduce the borrowings. If you feel you have surplus cash, you can do a buyback, which is tax efficient. So we have taken 10 years to reach sales of 1,700 crores from 1,000 crores. You should aim to double sales in 4-5 years. So there is shortage of chips in the world. Our company could have gone into producing semiconductor chips, which nobody is producing so far in India. So thank you and all the best for the future.
Thank you. Kirti Shah.
We seem to be missing Mr. Shah. Dear Chairman, you may wish to invite the next speaker, please.
Shivam Bajaj. Shivam Bajaj. Mr. Hiranand Kotwani.
Yes, sir, I am audible.
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon. Namaste to all, because so many people are attending from various ends of the world. Century gentlemen, you and your team are congratulations to you and your team for best ever performance. This is a blessing in disguise, highly realized price. Thanks to inflation, thanks to war also. Because development, destruction are coexistence. Certainly, I don't waste your time, but certainly the debt prepaid is 15,000 crore. You see the next 3 year debt should be reduced, some contingent fund, because it's the cyclic nature, price of the steel, it can fall after some time. There is bearish trend. So how you cope up that? How you are going contingent fund and contingents to cope up this? What you are steps you are going to taking? Certainly, I congratulate your capacity utilization and buying spree. You bought so many small and other steel. Particularly, I want to congratulate Nilanchal. How you are going to increase the capacity utilization at Nilanchal? And what about the mining? Our Tata Steel mining. If you comment, how many mining company we own in India and outside the India? Our investment in the mining. How we are going to increase investment and yield from the mining? Capacity utilization, particularly Kalinganagar, Mayor Kalinganagar, Dharmayar, Mayorman, Mandal, will you throw some light on these particular plant, how you are going to increase the capacity? Thank you once again. Save the time. It's a good luck to all. Particularly, again, congratulate you and your team. Thank you.
Thank you. Ashita Parekh.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
A very good afternoon, respected Chairman, sir, and the Board of Directors. I am Ashita Parekh, proud shareholder of the company and member of Millennium MAM's Mumbai chapter. My question to you, sir, is you are now in the consumer segment of the steel business. What is the mega plan to expand this business? And, sir, how are the changes in export and import duty affecting our company? How do you see this impacting the industry in the long term? Thank you so much.
Vaishali Saraya.
Good afternoon, sir. Congratulations on yet another remarkable result. Sir, I would like to know what is the consumer scenario of coking coal price and what is your view about this? As a student, I want to ask, what is the cost percentage of coking coal in steel production? And do you have your own captive coal mines? Or are you buying from Coal India or importing? Please explain the entire game of coking coal. I also would like to ask, although debt level has gone down to 50,000 crores, it is still high. Sir, when can we see Tata Steel as a debt-free company? As debt-free is your favorite. Thank you.
Nidhi Kanoi.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm a proud member of Millennium MAM's Mumbai chapter and also a shareholder of our company. So we would like to congratulate you, Mr. Narendran, as well as yourself for the extraordinary results shown this year. So everyone is talking about sustainability. What is Tata Steel doing to show the world that they are moving towards green? And what will be the modus operandi? Tata Steel will move into DRI-based steel manufacturing using gas and hydrogen, eventually in Europe by 2030. And another article recently mentioned that Tata Steel will be transitioning into low carbon technologies in UK and Netherlands. Could you share some more details? And when can we expect this shift in India? Also, sir, is there a plan to produce more steel from scrap than is currently being done? Please, could you elaborate? Thank you very much.
Gautam Tiwari.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you see me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Sir, very, very good afternoon, sir, and good evening to our emeritus chairman, sir, Ratan Tata ji, our popular chairman, sir, Chandrasekharan ji, Mr. O.P. Bhatt Saab, Noel Tata, our vice chairman, welcome you strongly, and your appearance in our board. I'm sure it will be very much useful to us. Highly dignified directors, team Tata Steel. I'm Gautam Tiwari from Mumbai. So, dear sir, your smiling colored photograph on page number 24 speaks the growth and progress about the growth and progress in the volumes about the company's progress and growth. And with a lot of greetings and congratulations to you, sir, for achieving this highest ever growth in the history of Tata Steel, which is very much near the heart of our heart of Ratan Tata ji. A growth of 170% is translating into EBITDA of rupees 21,620 crores and with a healthy EBITDA margin of 26%. Sir, we highly appreciate that all profit and of this year you have transferred to the reserves. Sir, dear sir, all shareholders are very much delighted, sir, when you have declared the highest ever dividend of 51 rupees. We never expected that, and we were really, and the market also very much happy. And moreover, the stock split from rupees 10 to 1 share, so that everyone can gain about it, all small shareholders. Sir, I would like to specially thank our Mr. TV Narendra and Kaushik Chatterjee and Mr. Parvathisaran, who, sir, TV Narendra's this thing explanation was very good, sir. We came to know a lot of things about the company working, and Mr. Parvathisaran and their associates services are very good secretarial services, and we are very happy about their investor services always and all the time. Sir, I welcome, sir, I support staunchly all the regulations and all the appointments and reappointments of directors on board, and I have already voted in favor of them. Few questions, sir. Sir, what is the capacity utilization of our plants in India and abroad roughly? Sir, what is our debt equity ratio now as stands during this year, sir? Sir, what is our attrition rate now? And sir, what is our debt equity ratio? We have reduced the debt to a greater extent. Now, what is debt equity ratio? And how much dividend and shares we have transferred to IEPF this time? Sir, our permanent and casual workers ratio this time. And is there a handicapped employee in our, how many handicapped employees we have got in this, our company? And sir, what is, how do you visualize the steel industry's progress in the next 2 to 3 years, especially for our company's benefits? And a decline in business due to the supply chain constraints and COVID, sir. That's all. And conclusively, sir, we thank you very much, sir, for all the things that you have done. And namaskaram, sir. Sir, good evening, sir. Good evening.
Thank you. Thank you. Ashit Kumar Patak.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Very good afternoon, respected Chairman, Mr. N. Chandrasekharan, respected Vice Chairman, Mr. Noel Naval Tata, and CEO MD, Mr. TV Narendran, and Executive Director and CFO, Mr. Kaushik Chatterjee. My name is Ashit Kumar Patak from Damdam, Kolkata. Most welcome, Mr. Noel Tata, to joining as a Vice Chairman to my company. Also, Mrs. Farida Khambata, an Independent Director, and also most welcome, David W. Crane. Sir, the financial performance is very nice. Standalone 53% tap, and member are getting rupees 51 per fully paid up ordinary share. Also 12.75 per partly paid up ordinary equity share. Also, member and the shares will be subdivided. Very nice step. A minority shareholder can be purchase our company share. Sir, Mr. Manoj Gupta also mentioned that Tata Steel Mining acquired Rohit Ferrotech with NCLT. 780 crores resolution plan as per resolution. 515 crore will be offered to Rohit Ferrotech financial creditors, and 164 crore will be infused equity capital in the company, and 100 crore will be provided to trader creditor employee. Sir, any future Rohit Ferro shareholder get any benefit after this resolution plan? Because I am also member of Rohit Ferro. In respect to NIL acquisition, 93.71 stake, 12,100 crores.
Mr. Patak, this question has already been raised, so I'll be answering it. So do you have any other questions?
No, because I am just calling because the NIL plan shut March 2020 and negative network. And so they had accumulated losses, 228 crores. So why this acquisition? Because this is very dead-laden company, and network decreased by 168.14%. Please throw some highlights about this. And because export duty on iron ore has been increased to 50% across all grades from 30%. And also, overall domestic steel company will have to bear 15% export duty, which is mostly fixed. So throw some highlights and a roadmap in domestic business corporation performance, also export. This is my second view, which I'd like to share. Page 261, that associated company TRF loan given 100 crores fully impaired, financial year 22. Please throw some about this. And page 285, my company during financial year made investment 7 companies and 22 mutual fund scheme with granted unsecured loans to 8 companies and 70 employees. Please throw some highlights about this. And loan outstanding, Toyota Rolls Limited, 81.30 crores overdue, which mentioned on 31st March 2022, and that company was CIRP process only. And Tata Steel KGN Pty Limited, 558.95 crores overdue, 31 as on 31st March 2022. Please throw some highlights about this. And inventory was also 19,942.94 crores against 12,857.51. And by my great resolution policy. And Reliance also mentioned debt-free in 2025. So what's my company? Management taken decision to be a debt-free company. Nothing to say more. Expected financial 23 will be very financial good performance and good health to everybody. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Bharat Shah.
हेलो, हाँ बोल हेलो सर, आवाज आ रही है?
यस, आवाज आ रहा है, सुनाई देता है।
माननीय चेयरमैन श्री चंद्रशेखर जी, वाइस चेयरमैन श्री नोएल टाटा जी और अन्य मान्यवर डायरेक्टर, सर मेरा नाम भरत शाह। सर मेरी कोई क्वेरी नहीं है। वर्षों से टाटा ग्रुप के सभी कंपनियों का शेयर होल्डर रहा हूँ। वर्षों से एजीएम अटेंड करता हूँ। बहुत न्यूट्रली आप कंपनी चला रहे हो सर। हमेशा शेयर होल्डर को रिस्पेक्ट दिया है। शेयर होल्डर का हित को ख्याल रख के आपने अच्छा रिटर्न भी शेयर होल्डर को बहुत बहुत अच्छा रिटर्न दिया है। बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। डिविडेंड भी छप्पर फाड़ के बहुत अच्छा दिया है सर। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। और भगवान ईश्वर को प्रार्थना है अपनी कंपनी ऐसे ही दिन दोगुनी रात चौगुनी बहुत बहुत आगे बढ़े सर। सर सारे अवार्ड्स के लिए भी मैं बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। सारे सारे अवार्ड्स के लिए बहुत अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। और सर सीएसआर एक्टिविटी भी बहुत अच्छी तरह चला रही है, एक मानवता का कार्य है, तो उसके लिए भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। और सर कंपनी से हार्ड वर्किंग कंपनी सेक्रेटरी श्री पार्वती शर्म जी, उनकी टीम के वलीना जी, कृपा जी और पूरी सीएस टीम को सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ, अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। और कोई भी शेयर होल्डर को हमेशा रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं, कोई भी क्वेरी है तो सोल्व करते हैं सर। गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस, अच्छा गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस दे रहे हैं सर। तो पार्वती शर्म जी और उनकी पूरी टीम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर, बहुत अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। और सर नेक्स्ट ईयर हो सके तो फेस टू फेस जरूर रखना। तो अपन फेस टू फेस अभी नहीं मिले 3 साल से कोरोना की वजह से, तो एक मिलेंगे, आपको मिलने का बहुत मन कर रहा है सर। तो नेक्स्ट ईयर जरूर हो सके तो फेस टू फेस जरूर मिलना सर, मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है सर। और सारे त्योहारों आगे के सारे त्योहारों गणेश चतुर्थी, दशहरा, दीपावली की शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ सर। और सब रिजर्वेशन में सर मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट है सर। थैंक यू, जय हिंद सर। स्मिता शाह बोल रहे हैं, स्मिता शाह बोल रहे हैं।
हेलो।
स्मिता शाह।
हाँ जी सर, आवाज आ रही है सर मेरी?
हाँ, आ रही आ रही है।
थैंक यू सर। माननीय चेयरमैन सर श्री चंद्रशेखरन जी, वाइस चेयरमैन श्री नोवेल जी टाटा जी, सीईओ एमडी श्री नरेंद्रन जी और अन्य मान्यवर डायरेक्टर सर, बंबई से मैं स्मिता शाह बात कर रही हूँ। पहले तो सर आपको पद्म भूषण अवार्ड, जो इंडिया का हाईएस्ट सिविलियन अवार्ड ट्रेड एंड इंडस्ट्री फील्ड में जो आपने प्राप्त किया, बहुत बहुत बधाई हो सर, अभिनंदन। साथ में कंपनी भी एक्सेलेंट परफॉर्मेंस के साथ काफी अवार्ड्स प्राप्त करते हुए आज हमारी टाटा स्टील कंपनी ने मार्केट में आज अव्वल में अपना नाम रोशन रखा है। बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन। कंपनी का रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन, अदर इनकम, प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स सभी में गए साल के कंपेयर में बढ़िया हो गया है सर। डिविडेंड भी आपने बहुत अच्छा दिया है सर। कंपनी हमेशा अपने शेयर होल्डर का ध्यान रखा है, बहुत अच्छी बात है, धन्यवाद सर। सर आपने कोविड-19 में भी काफी सीएसआर एक्टिविटीज की है, तो आपने आइसोलेटेड बेड, फूड आदि सभी का बंदोबस्त करके दिया था। बहुत अच्छा सेवा का कार्य किया है। और सो सर उन सभी के आशीर्वाद और दुआ से अपनी कंपनी अच्छे गुड एक्सेलेंट परफॉर्मेंस के साथ आगे बढ़ रही है सर, और जरूर फ्यूचर में भी बहुत बहुत चौगुनी आगे बढ़ेगी सर। यही अभिनंदन देते हुए मैं आपको शुभकामना करती हूँ कि कंपनी दिन प्रतिदिन चौगुनी तरक्की के साथ आगे बढ़े, यही मेरी शुभ भावना के साथ शुभकामनाएं। साथ में हमारा हरदम साथ रहा है, तो आज भी मेरा आपके साथ साथ है। तो आज के सभी रिजोल्यूशन में मैं फुल्ली सपोर्ट करती हूँ। और सर सिर्फ एक रिक्वेस्ट है सर, इस टाइम अपना जो 115 जो एजीएम है, तो सर हम 3 साल से मिल नहीं पाए, तो दिवाली के बाद अगर हो सके, अगर पॉसिबल हो तो एक छोटा गेट टुगेदर जरूर रखे, कि ताकि हम आपसे मिल पाए, क्योंकि हमें आपसे मिलने की तमन्ना है सर। सर हम करीबन 3 साल से ये वीसी थ्रू हम कर रहे हैं, तो आपकी सीएस टीम बहुत हेल्पफुल है, बहुत हमें मदद किया है सर। तो कंपनी सेक्रेटरी श्री पार्वती जी, पीके जी बहुत ही हार्ड वर्कर, मेहनती है, ऑलवेज हमेशा शांत और दिमाग से कोई भी हमारी क्वेरी हो तो सॉल्व कर देते हैं। तो उनके साथ उनकी पूरी टीम को मैं बहुत बहुत मैं धन्यवाद और हार्टली धन्यवाद और अभिनंदन करती हूँ उनकी गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस के लिए। और सर बस आशा रखती हूँ कि नेक्स्ट ईयर की एजीएम में हम आपसे फिजिकल में मिल सके, और यही मेरी ईश्वर से प्रार्थना मैं ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करती हूँ कि ईश्वर आपकी हमेशा हेल्थ वेल्थ अच्छी बनाए रखे। सो ढेरों शुभकामनाएं के साथ फुल सपोर्ट करते हुए धन्यवाद सर।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू स्मिता जी। प्रणब दा।
Yes. Namaskaram.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
And I'm very fortunate that still I'm living in this world by the grace of Almighty and our Tata Medical Department, Kolkata, and Dr. Saugata Raichaudhuri, if I not mention his name. And perhaps I'm very happy that I'm sitting under late Chairman G.R.D. Tata's photograph, and I'm getting his blessings also. And last year I have seen our then Chairman, Mr. Ratan Tata, was present, but this time I have not seen. So I am very much grateful to all my board of directors, CFO and CEO, and my fellow shareholders and colleagues. I will tell something because I am a cardiac patient. I cannot go faster nowadays. I have to 2 times attack actually. And by the grace of this Tata Steel, Tata Groups, I am living in this world. I am telling in front of you as well as all the board of directors, hats off to my company. Royal salute. This year, yes, I should say, ever history made by the company, all the best efforts, all the excellent turnover, excellent profit, and also our revenue. That is I should say, this is exceptional and a history made by the group of companies. When you were here, and Mr. Narendran also, CFO also there, we are not worried. Next year we will see the double profit in our organization. I'll be the most happiest person in this world. So now I'm coming 2, 3 points, 4 points as usual. I am telling you regarding the safety matters. This is very vital because I know Mr. Narendran and you also, you never compromise with the safety. Recently, in our Tata Steel coke oven plant, that was fired somehow, and all half of the world, they got the idea that yes, we are not maintaining the safety properly. And recently also, one of our mine Sardar is he was expired due to some toxic all these things. My earnestly appeal to you, because of safety of our manpower as well as our assets, we should special attention to the subject to save our everything. My small suggestions: quick response team should be introduced at all the places of our workplaces, and yeah, that is we will train up our own people, and own people, they will take the necessary action in case of danger time. Now I am coming that one point that very well, we will change over, we switch over to that 40 million tons very recently. And moreover, NIML also we have taken over. And very recently also, we'll start production within 12 months, maybe 1 million or 500,000 tons. So my assumption is this: in spite of this, we should take up very seriously with these dealers and our customers and retailers, because distributors, their function is not so easy to do it, but the ground level people like dealers and retailers and customers, we have to look after their better interest, and also will take the necessary visit to their premises for how to cope up the market, because this per capita steel consumption will be increased at 38 kgs during 2030 onwards. So we are Tata's group always the runner, that we are always thinking betterment, and we are always thinking up coming 50 years, what to be achieved. And I hope definitely we will do something for our own purpose. It is absolutely good news for us that our company will produce medical treatment 100 tons per month, and in future try to increase the production in our plant. This is a alloy steel, I know, and through the tube division we can actually achieve and also encroach the at least 50-60% the market consumption. Another thing also, this is a Tata solar power. Dealers, they are not actually formulated like this fashion. This is must actually, we should, the dealers line of action, we should take immediately. I am very much happy that we have a lot of associate companies and our sister concern also, but that how to develop this our sister concern. If my family members, my third brother is weak, so entire family will be more or less weakened. So we have to cover up how.
Thank you. Finish.
We have
Time
to,
is up.
yes, within very short time, I will finish it. I want to see your smiling face all the time, till my last breath of my life. And Mr. Narendran, I don't know whether he is laughing or not. I love it. So this type of actually visiting the customer places, in spite of that, we have to visit the associate companies all the time, because their demerits we should know. Otherwise, we cannot cover up. And I am telling you, sir, in Tata Group, we have actually such a big organizations and big setup. In a year, our all CEO and CFO, they meet together twice or thrice in a year to interaction each and other problems and solve the problems immediately. And any demand also there, we will take up. Before starting this AGM, I have seen the advertisement relating to CSR activities to be shown in broadcasting or print media, but it is not showing at all. It is not showing at all. If you want to showing in the broadcasting all these channels,
We look into that. We look into that.
please,
Pranab, we
please,
really have to. We
please,
really have to
please,
conclude now.
please. Okay. I want to conclude.
Happy to talk to you offline. Okay.
Yes. You see page number 346, the borrowings, the item number
Can we
current.
take those comments offline? Can we talk to you offline and take those comments?
Why not?
Okay.
I'll be most happiest person, and when I'll send any letters or all these things, and I'm expecting that will reply from you.
I always
And
reply.
Mr.
So
Narendran
please send
also.
it to me and I will reply.
Yes. I 1 minute,
Thank
sir. 1 minute. I will tell you. If I'll not fail my duty, everybody they are inquiring my health, even PO, CEO, CFO. I am really grateful to them that they want to live in this world that is good Pranabda. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank
And
you.
next year we'll see the double profit.
Thank
That's
you.
all.
Good health. Keep good health,
Thank you.
Pranab. Thank you. Krishma Bijan Shah.
So can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I think can you see me? I have to start the video.
Yeah, please start.
Yes, sir. Hi, good afternoon, esteemed chairman, sir, and board members. I am a proud shareholder of Tata Steel. My name is Krishma Shah, and I'm a member of Millennium MAMS, the Mumbai chapter. Sir, I have two questions. Mr. Narendran has mentioned in the economic conclave, steel is on an upswing in this decade. Please, can you elaborate? What is the basis of this opinion and what will be the growth plan for Tata Steel, both organically and inorganically? So my second question is, given the current situation in Russia, how is India taking advantage of this and how is our company doing the same? Thank you, sir.
Shailesh Mahadevia.
We seem to be missing Mr. Mahadevia. Dear Chairman, you may wish to invite the next speaker, please.
Himanshu Datta.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to you all. Please accept my heartiest congratulations and a big thank you for the excellent all-round performance of my company, Tata Steel. Sir, after having an association of almost 42 years with this company, I personally feel so proud of such performance of this company. But at the same time, I strongly feel that we cannot take things to be granted and feel complacent assuming that everything is going in the right direction. We must be quite vigilant. Actually, I find there could still exist some voids and some slips in the process and attitude leading to violation of Tata business ethics and code of conduct. Actually, in the recent past, sometime in January, February, I had come to know of some practices which I felt that it was quite abnormal and not exactly matching to Tata Steel's principle. In my opinion, those practices are causing gross violation of Tata business ethics and Tata code of conduct. I tried to discuss on these issues with certain senior executives, but I could not finally. So to draw the attention of Mr. Narendran, Mr. Narendran, now I'm addressing to you that I had sent a mail to you on 28th April requesting for an appointment with you. Maybe due to your busy schedule, I know you are very busy and keep traveling. You apparently forwarded my mail to another senior executive to talk with me. And actually we talked. We talked on 10th May, following which I also sent you another mail thanking you so much for taking such an initiative at the earliest. But after that, subsequent to that discussion on 10, I have not received any update. And I have sent another mail, and the last mail I sent on 1st June, requesting for an update on this matter. I even do not know that whether you accept it as a violation of this thing, Tata business ethics or code of conduct. Are you doing something else? Are you doing some investigation on this? I do not know. So today also I earnestly request you, and if allowed, I insist you to give me an appointment with you for about half an hour, giving me an opportunity to explain to you in person. And I'm sure that after my briefing, you will have a new insight in it. And while I'm talking about half an hour, maybe that you might be more interested to stretch it to beyond that half an hour also. And in case that you are, as because I'm finding it that you are so busy and you are remotely available in Jamshedpur, so if it is convenient to allow such an appointment in Mumbai, I'll be happy to travel all the way to Mumbai to meet you.
Mr. Datta.
Yeah.
I have been briefed that your matter is being looked into by the audit. So soon somebody will get back to you, and we required a meeting will be arranged.
Oh, thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
I only wanted this much of feedback.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
So Sharat Shah.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yes, if you speak, I'll be able to see you.
Yeah. Can you see me now, sir?
Yeah, please speak, sir.
Yeah, okay. Sir, the balance sheet is, our first speaker says the balance sheet is very big, 571 for 541 pages, but he has forgotten the, out of these all pages, there is only one page which is important. That is page number 3, sir. And you are seen with President of India, who is going to retire now. And you have got the opportunity to have a photograph with him. So that is very important. And you have been awarded, sir. Noble Tata, I'm very happy because I'm seeing him in trade meeting. But Noble sir, I congratulate you for your appointment as a vice chairman in the company. But only thing I want to send you one message that you tell your Suri that Sharad Kumar Shah is not happy with him. Sir, now the record year in 115 years, our PAT and earning per share is the highest in any individual company of Tata Group. And what is my message? If this type of PAT or earning per share is there, then I feel personally that the company like Tata Steel need not worry about the debit. It may take debit and acquire so many companies, but the condition is that they have to make profit. See that PAT and earning per share is highest. So, and when I refer, sir, page number 271, 270, uh, earning per share is 332.35. It's the highest, no doubt about it, but the dividend ratio is only 15%, and which was last year. In your case, it was 37%. And if I look into the TCS, the dividend payout ratio is 43%. Why not to have a record dividend payout ratio to the shareholders and make shareholders also to be have a name in the record book? And that is why I oppose dissent resolution number 3 for the dividend, sir. Uh, and now, if I refer page number 20, 54 and 66, the blockchain technology you have started using, even if it is late, doesn't matter. But whether it will affect our Kaushik, that is only my question, sir. And uh, page number 110 and 111.
Sir, you have to conclude.
No, I got on. No, I have to conclude. Only I don't have much points, sir. Yeah, automotive solutions are there so that the Tata Motors also will become a record profit record. I will make record. And page number 86, 854 tons production per employee is there. So what I would like to know, what is the net profit per ton, so that we can work out the net profit per employee. And the page number 240, sir, our PK is salary is 3 crore 084 crores. Why not to have his salary record salary? Because HUL company secretary's salary is 8 crores. I personally feel that our company size is very big, so we must have a record salary for our company secretary. And mostly my last point is this, sir, that page number 231, the share price is given, and annual report. What is this annual report? Is that the market cap is totally missing in the balance sheet, and because it may be very low compared to all other companies, but does not mean, but market cap is totally missing, and I saw that, and I the dissent resolution number 7 of splitting share to 10 numbers. And because the share price will be the lowest record price, sir. And another thing, last point, sir, is that I'm very happy with PK, because in income tax return in 26AS and AIS, Tata Steel details are always available, but what is wrong with the TCS details are never available in 26AS and AIS. So please take care that all Tata Group companies details are those who give dividend should appear in the income tax forms. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me opportunity and speaking. And when you say, sir, when you control Bombay shareholders, you should control Kolkata shareholder also. Thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Yusuf Rangwala.
Hello, my name is Subramanian speaking from Mumbai. सर ये साल आपने डिविडेंड अच्छे दिए चंद्रशेखर सर, उनके लिए सर मुझे बहुत धन्यवाद देता. 52 रुपीज सर डिविडेंड. हाउ इज योर हेल्थ सर? I'm seeing your face, sir. I'm very happy, sir. I pray to God every day for your good health, sir. आपने सर एक अपना अवार्ड पेज नंबर 3 वो देख के मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई. और सर मैं सब पूरा रिजोल्यूशन में मेरा साथ है और अपना कंपनी शेयर डिपार्टमेंट सर्विस करती है. सर आपने 1 रुपए का शेयर किया उसके लिए भी मेरा फुल सपोर्ट है. थैंक यू. नथिंग मोर टू.
Thank you.
One more thing, sir. Sir. Yes, sir. We are splitting a 1 rupee, sir. I am supporting sir. 1 rupees का आप शेयर कर रहे हैं और आपने डिविडेंड भी अच्छा दिया. सर जमशेदपुर मुझे फैक्ट्री विजिट करना है सर. जमशेदपुर हो सके तो मुझे अरेंज करने का कृपा करिए सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, वंदे मातरम. नथिंग मोर टू सर. हैव अ गुड डे सर. एंड आल्सो थैंकफुल अबाउट मिस्टर and Tata. How is our Ratan Tata sir? Give my regard and ask my help from my Super Rangwala sir. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra. I salute you sir. My full salute you sir. Thank you very much. Jai Hind sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tamal Mujumdar. Next. Tamal Kumar Mujumdar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have to be very brief today. Probably you don't have much to complain today.
No, but as regards Sarat Kumar and Mr. Rai is concerned, they took more than 7 minutes, sir.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take that. And so, as there is no indulgence, so I am going to the point first. Firstly, as regards the company, our European operation, which was on the brink of collapse, 2 years ago, booked highest ever EBITDA since its acquisition of 12,164. And sir, I want to know whether absence of Russia and Ukraine from the European market creates tightening of steel price and ultimately increasing the sale price in Europe and UK, and whether it is impacted in the positive direction as regards our company is concerned. Video is not working. It is not working. And what is your viewpoint on Q1 and financial year 23 and remaining part of the year for European and Indian operation? Sir, global coking coal price is a cause of concern. India produces 20%, 20 to 25% of the total requirement of Indian companies. So what is your thinking in respect of the pricing in Q1 of financial year 23 as well as its impact on results of our company? Do you believe that the price will stabilize during the current year? And sir, it is nice to note that the company is able to achieve its European operations to divide into 2 independent units. One is UK and another is Netherlands. Both countries are very strict on carbon emission. What are our carbon policy for Netherlands and UK? Whether stopping of gas supply from Russia to Netherlands has any impact on the government policy in Netherlands, and whether our company expects financial support in this regard from both the countries. Please share your thoughts in this regard. And sir, our EBITDA margin in Q3 was 13% and in Q4 was 16%, as mentioned to the analysts. Whether the dream run is continuing in Q1 of financial year 23 and expectation for the remaining part of the year. Sir, whether our company management received short support from UK and Netherlands, including cash flow deferrals and payables during financial year 22 due to COVID problem faced by them. And sir, our company on a consolidated basis made an expenditure of 10,552 crores on capital projects in India and Europe. During financial year 23, in the book, the CFO and CEO mentioned they are focusing on the completion of Kalinganagar project, and there will be takeover of Nilachal Steel also. So, what will be the capital outlay for the year 2023? And what is our rate of interest? Our company is paying on its debts during financial year 22 and during the current year? And do you expect increase in the interest cost due to recent steps taken by the RBI? And whether the company will go for refinancing of high cost borrowings during financial year 23? Sir, Bloomberg news story on 2nd February mentioned that Tata Steel will face a criminal probe in Netherlands after the Dutch Public Health Agency found concentration of metals and carcinogens around its Imogedian factory of the company's own figure. It is also mentioned that the company is helping the regulatory authority in this regard. What is the present status in this regard? And sir, our company's e-platform booked Asiana booked a sale of 1,500 crores in this regard. Taking into 5-year period, what is your expectation from this unit? And sir, page 359, the company booked a profit of 344 crores on account of sale of non-current investment to 3 subsidiaries and 3 joint ventures to a wholly owned subsidiaries. And during financial year, the figure was 1,085 crores. This type of profit or paper profit, I believe, should be avoided. It's a paper profit because you are transferring from one unit to another unit. It's a paper profit. This should be avoided for a financial strong company like Tata Steel. I want to know your view in this regard. And sir, please have a look at pages 367 to 372. Please have a look at page 368 to 372 of the annual report. There are so many cases, claims of the company for thousands of crores which remained undecided for a long time. I believe that the management must review those huge claims regularly and take appropriate action for early hearing of those cases. Otherwise, it will create huge problem for us in the coming years. We should not be treated as a chronic litigant in order to avoid paying dues. We have a long history of positive attitude in this regard. I still vividly remember that after Mr. Ajit Karkar's departure from the Indian hotels, the the company wrote to the RBI regarding some old foreign exchange violations, which was detected by the company, and RBI was also a bit surprised. And as far as I know, still they have not raised any claim on the company. So it's Tata Group, sir. So they should not be treated as a litigant. And sir, we are in the material business. It crossed 500 crores. And company said it will cross 1,000 crores very shortly. Whether it will be a profit center in the coming years. And sir, lastly, my special thanks to Parvati Saab, PK Saab and his team for giving good shareholder service. Thank you all for patient hearing. I think I took less time than Sanat Kumar and PK Rai Saab. Huh?
Thank you, Tamalda. Thank you. Yashpal Chopra.
Hello.
Yashpal Chopra.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I audible?
please. Yes, please.
Okay, sir. Sir, I'm grateful to you that you have just listened to my suggestion given to you yesterday. And the other thing is that I must congratulate you for getting the best award from the government of India. You are well deserved award. So for that is a matter of pride for not only for you, for the entire Tata Group, because that has been recognized as what you call the foundation foundation of our economy in our country. Sir, I must congratulate the management for not only for the acquisitions they are making year after year, but at the same time the highest ever performance the company has shown this year. So there is an all-round growth in PBT, in revenue, PBT, PAT, EPS, EBITDA, and as regards dividend, the auspicious figure of 51 rupees, that is very, very welcome, because and the other sign of investor friendly is that you are splitting the share to 1 rupee. I remember that in 1980 I had bought 20 shares at the rate of 1 per share with the face value of 100 rupees and that time. And thereafter there was a rain of rights, PSCD and and fully convertible and all that thing. And now in my family, I'm holding 1,500 shares. And by the grace of your goodness, now I will be holding that holding will definitely become bigger. So, sir, I'm grateful to you and your team. And I have only one query, that of that so much a big revenue we are having it this year, what is the percentage of the foreign exchange in that? So that is the only query. And as regards the fear, you have said that the current year may not be as solid as the last year, then because of the Russian-Ukrainian war. But I tell you, sir, we have to hope for the positivity. When the war ends, the Ukraine has to build up their own country. So for building their own country, they need Tata's iron, they need Tata steel, and then the Tata steel will recoup all that, and and they will we will help Ukraine to build a new Ukraine. And sir, before I close, I must thank the corporate governance under Mr. PK. He has given a very beautiful balance sheet containing all details with the tables and charts and all that. So I have not seen any such bigger balance sheet like that. That is bigger than even our Gita, you know. And for getting us a chance to speak. Courtesy Mr. PK and Valina and the team, they have just given me a chance to speak. That is and I'm grateful to them for that thing. So before I close, I pray God to bestow positivity on all to our Vice Chairman, Mr. Naval Tata, and our MD, Mr. Narendran, and to all that eminent professionals we are having it. Let God bless everybody from the top to the bottom, because that the positive energy in our company is the positive energy to my investment. So best of luck to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Nalin Shah?
Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, you are.
Good evening, all. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the team for achieving such a stellar performance. So, my first question would be that you produced 31 million tons last year on a capacity of 34 million tons. I would like to know what is your current target. My second question would be we are ranking best on all parameters when compared to our peers. How will we perform this year, and how has quarter one been so far? Considering 3 months will end in the next 2 days, can you put some light on the expected revenue and profits? How have the steel prices moved since March or April levels, and what will it be at these levels? Do you perceive some cooling off of the prices, or do you expect the prices to further escalate? And so my last question is, what are the new material businesses that have been mentioned in the annual report that we have made progress in? Thank you, sir.
Mr. Bimal Bhatt?
Honorable Chairman, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Honorable Chairman, respected board members, key managerial persons, and my dear colleagues, good afternoon. Hearty congratulations for excellent results and performance. However, same may not be achieved in financial year 2023 due to multiple of reasons. Integrated report is excellent. Hearty congratulations to PK and his entire team for one of the best educative documents. I am also extremely happy to see our company in top 20 under leadership score under corporate governance scorecard. It is highly appreciable that out of 20 companies, 5 companies are from Tata Group. It's a great achievement for all of us. Also achieving strong position in recent CRISIL Sustainability Yearbook 2002, which is released in last month only. I hope next year we will reach to the leadership position. I have only 3 observations, sir. Looking to the future requirement, is our board required to be expanded, say, by inducting an independent director from FMGC industry? maybe a women? Second, is Tata Steel brand valued? If no, is it a necessity or a luxury? And lastly, any specific target for reducing the number of subsidiaries, associate and joint ventures? My best wishes to the Tata Steel family. Thank you very much. As I am calling from Vadodara, Gujarati, સર્વેની સુખાકારીની શુભેચ્છા તથા પ્રાર્થના છે. And being an ex-public interest director, I must say that our annual integrated report is one of the finest I have come across. Every year I read on an average 50 annual report as a part of my research and being a part of the corporate governance. Thank you very much, sir.
Sanil Parekh.
Hello, Chairman sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
And am I visible, sir?
Yeah, once you speak, will be visible. Please speaking.
Chairman sir, Board of Directors and fellow shareholders. My name is Anil Parekh from Bombay. Chairman sir, ever since you have entered into Tata Group, all the companies are flourishing. So hats off to you with your good luck and charming personality. We all are having these good days. Sir, due to COVID-19, since last 2-3 meetings, we are unable to meet each other. Otherwise, physical meeting is far better than this digital meeting. So kindly incorporate next time physical meeting if everything prevails good. Sir, before me, many speakers have said many things about financials, observations, and everything. So I don't want to take your much of time. I would like to ask few questions, 2-3 questions. Sir, our acquisition of preferences of Angul Sukinda Railway Limited and acquisition of stake in Ceramet Private Limited to produce medical materials. I would like to have your views on that. Why this acquisition is made and what are the business strategy you are looking at? And third, acquisition of entire stake held by Steel Authority of India Limited in S&T Mining Company Limited. So your views on that also is appreciated. I'm thankful to our secretarial team headed by Parvathisam, Mr. Parvathisam, and his entire team for excellent investor services and excellent annual report. Thank you for patient hearing. I am support all the resolutions. Thank you.
Thank you. Vinod Agarwal.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, please.
Yep. Respected Chairman Chandrasekharan ji, MD Narendran ji, CFO Kaushik Chatterjee, and CS Parvathisam Kanchit Nadham ji. Sir, good evening to all. By now it is afternoon, evening. In regards to everyone, sir. I have gone through the annual report the way I could, sir. It's a very voluminous annual report. I congratulate the management for the excellent performance which they've done, unprecedented levels of deliveries they made, the production of 31 million tons out of 34 million ton capacity, and we are likely to add capacity in Kalinga about 8 to 8 million ton. We had 3 million ton. We'll be adding 5 million tons more, so and 1.1 million ton in the other NINL. So our capacity should go up to 40 million, and our Indian capacity should go up to 25 million ton. I assume so, with those new capacities coming up. Some of my one or two queries emerge, sir. You've got recycling or plant for steel, scrappage plant at Rohtak for 112 kilotons we have done. And are we likely to tie up with more vehicle scrappage people to have more scrap turning of steel, as it has a lower carbon print on the carbon footprint on making of steel? And sir, reports were there of a blast of a certain plant in Jamshedpur about 2 or 3 months ago. Has that been streamlined and has it been operational, or what was the loss on account of the blast? The media reports, they were showing on TV. The blast was shown on TV also at Jamshedpur and the Tata Steel plant. Has that plant been, what was the loss on account of that blast? Yeah, and coking coal shortage. We got 2 plants, 2 mines for coking coal, one in Jharia and the other in Bokaro. So, is this are the 2 mines able to meet our full capacity of coking coal, or are we still relying on coking coal from outside sources also? There were reports that we are buying Russian coal also after denying a certain time that we will not be buying, but after the war we are buying coal from Russia also. I wish the new plant, new graphene capacity, 100 tons per annum plant, and you've got a revenue of 100 crores in the graphene thing. What will be the scale up of this graphene plant? And at the moment, it is 100 ton per annum capacity, and you got 100 ton per crore revenue. How much are we likely to scale up? And the 100 crore revenues come from what percent of the utilization of that plant, sir? And composites and Tejas and Vande Mataram, that all very good, sir. I wish the company all the best, sir. And your debt equity has come down to only 0.3 of the earlier. You've reduced debt, you made profits, you plowed back into purchases, acquisitions, and Kalinga and NINL. It's a very good sign. We are expanding the future profitability of the company. I'm signing off. Vinod Agarwal, I wish the company all the best, and you personally, sir, for receiving the highest award from the President of India, sir. Thank you. Signing off, Vinod Agarwal.
Swaran Lata.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Chairman Saab and everyone present in the meeting. Sir, I have full faith in the management and it's working as it has the name of Tata. But I have a question. In page number 138 of annual report in the financial result of during the financial year 2020 to 21, there was a loss in other comprehensive income, and during financial year 21 to 22 it is very much positive. So I would like to know the reason of losses and the reason of increased income within a year. And thank you to the management for organizing the meeting that has enabled me to join from far away place, and for giving me the opportunity to ask my question. Thank you.
Ashok Kumar Jain.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I, Ashok Jain, joined the AGM from Delhi. I always feel proud that I am the shareholder of Tata Group. Firstly, I would like to thank to the company secretary and the entire secretariat department to allow me to speak in the AGM through video conferencing. Video conferencing is a very good channel to attend the AGM from far away distances. Sir, my point is already raised by the other speaker shareholders, so this time I have no query. I thanks to the management to take a good decision to split the shares from 10 to rupees 1. Thank you to management and thanks to the secretary department to join me the AGM through VC. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Muralidhar Chaudhary.
Hello.
Yes.
Are you hearing, sir?
Yes, we are hearing. Can you speak?
Hello.
Yes, we can speak, sir.
Hello.
We can hear you. Can you speak, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am your regular shareholder. Hello. Are you?
Sir, we are able to hear you. Can you please speak?
Yeah. Thank you the entire board of directors for the presenting of this remarkable year balance sheet and our best ever year. I am very much proud. This is my grandfather's period policy company, 115th year AGM. Sir, my question is the market is very much volatile and still is outperforming since last August. Are you any planning to encourage to the shareholders? There is so many premium reserve, 3 times of the capital. Share premium reserve is 3 times of the capital. Can you dilute and give the bonus shares? And also there is a planning for buyback like the TCS when you regularly buy back from time to time, because now you are generating the cash sufficiently. हम लोग को तो सर एक ही सिखाया गया है, जो कंपनी के मैनेजमेंट अच्छे होते हैं, प्रोडक्ट अच्छे होते हैं, उनका हमेशा ही अच्छा रहता है। लेकिन लास्ट ईयर तो आपने बता दिया कि हमने कितना बढ़िया काम किया है। टोटल बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स ने जो बैलेंस शीट इतनी एक्सीलेंट हुई है, और एक्सीलेंट सभी के मेहनत से होती है। आप लोग ने जो मेहनत की है, बोर्ड ने, इंटायर एम्प्लॉय ने, इंटायर वर्कर ने, उसका रिजल्ट है ये बढ़िया। लेकिन हम लोग, आपने भी स्लोगन लिखा है बैलेंस शीट में, आवर बेस्ट एवर ईयर इज दस ओनली अ बिगिनिंग इवन आफ्टर सो मेनी ईयर्स। तो ये पीरियड जो मार्केट में कमोडिटी का अप डाउन है, उसको हम लोग चिंता न करके बैलेंस शीट अच्छी मिलती रहे और वर्किंग अच्छी रहे, यही हमारी शुभकामना है। और सर, मिस्टर चंद्रशेखर साहब, आपको जो बेस्ट अवार्ड पद्म भूषण का मिला है, उसके लिए कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन। और मैं आपकी इंटायर सेक्रेटरियल टीम को धन्यवाद दूंगा, जिन्होंने मेरे एक फोन रिसीव करके नेक्स्ट डे मेरे को बैलेंस शीट भेज दी है। आई एम वेरी मच प्राउड ऑफ द शेयर होल्डर ऑफ दिस कंपनी। थैंक यू सर।
Narendra Singh Chauhan.
Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, sir. This is Narendra Singh Chauhan this side, and respected chairman, sir, board of directors, and my fellow shareholder friends. I would like to thank you for connecting me in this protocol. Sir, I don't have any other issues, and I just wanted to say that to thank you to the secretary department and the board of directors, because of this all of our queries of any type immediately as soon as possible and reply is timely, and for taking care of their shareholders. Thank you so much for that. And sir, I believe that our share price will go up very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Good evening to everyone. First of all, I thank the company secretary and his team. And always you'll keep the meeting online. And before speakers have spoken regarding the IPF, please look into that matter. And this is a 115 years old company. What is a land bank? And what is the valuation? And I'll come to another comment. The company has reported strong revenue and profit growth during the last year. Now that interest rates have started rising and it is affecting the metal sector. Also, there is an inflation in energy prices. Crude is trading around $100. Consider this background. Please explain the company's strategy to achieve the growth. And please, next time, sir, if you can say speaker number so and so, that will be better for next speaker that his number is coming. Thank you very much. That's all from me.
Thank you. Kaushik Sahukar.
Hello.
Sir.
I'm audible, sir?
Yes, you are, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Sir, I'm coming straight to point. In spite of assuring support from Tata Sons, nothing is still on ground. So I request you to kindly intervene and help me to be self-reliant. Once again, thank you for giving me opportunity to speak today, and I hope to see a positive moment forward. I support all the resolution. Also request to please provide a reply immediately. Secondly, how will metaverse unfold and transform our enterprise? Does the board plan for future need working capital? How will it raise it? Thank you so much.
Mr. Parthiv Deepak Sharma. Sorry, Parthiv Deepak Johnson.
Hello, sir. Am I audible? Hello, am I
Yes,
audible?
please. Yes, please.
Okay. First, sir, I would like to congratulate every single person from the team for achieving the best ever year. It is the effort of the entire team, who has created such a huge organization. And thank you so much to every single person out there. Thank you for the excellent dividend. Now, coming straight to the point, sir, recently, as per some news article, you are supposed to incur about 1 lakh crores of capex over next decade, especially in the Indian operations to ramp it up to 40 million tons. What will be the exact timelines, like year-wise, if possible, if anything breakup is available, and what all kind of products would be added to the kitty from these expansion? As in how we expand into different geographies. Today we have a complete linkage of iron ore and almost 22% linkage of coal. So tomorrow when we grow to 40 million tons, what kind of reserves or mines do we already have in the kitty? Not just India but across the globe. Uh, we have substantially reduced our debt, but considering the current scenario, just wanted to understand when Tata Steel will be completely net debt free, if not debt free, but at least net debt free, and what can be the timeline for the same. And so my last question is, the ThyssenKrupp deal is now off. So what is the strategy in European market and how we are going to progress? Thank you so much. Best of luck, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Jyoti Chada.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to join with you in this portal. Myself only, everybody congratulate to you, and I have some query. Someone asked so many questions from my side. Also, I have not repeated another questions. I have only one query, sir. कि सर हम लोग जो टाटा बीएसएल पहले ही ओवरटेक कर चुके हैं और उनके शेयर होल्डर को जो इससे पहले इतना बेनिफिट हो चुका है, आई थिंक कि 15 शेयर पे हमने अपना एक शेयर उनको साथ सेलिब्रेट किया है, और आने वाले टाइम में हम जो अपनी इक्विटी और बढ़ाने जा रहे हैं उसको हम जो इससे और इक्विटी मैनिपुलेट हो जाएगी, उसको फिर आगे से संभालना इतना मुश्किल हो जाएगा, उस पर कंपनी का इतना ज़्यादा बर्डन बढ़ जाएगा। उसके लिए मैनेजमेंट क्या पर्सपेक्टिव पहले ही सोच रही है, इसके बारे में थोड़ा बताने की कोशिश करें। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
Mr. Hasmukhlal Vora.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
See, respected chairman, the directors, and my fellow shareholders, I'm Hasmukh Vora from Mumbai. I very much thank the secretary department, especially Mr. Talati and others, for giving me all the help in joining this meeting. Now, coming to the balance sheet, I've got one or two queries. One is that our borrowings are very high. So whether what steps we are taking to bring down the borrowings. Then profit and loss account, we have got excellent profit, which is all-time high during the year. So what is the trend we expect for the coming year and the subsequent year? Then lastly,
not lastly, sorry. I mean, I hearty congratulations to our chairman, Mr. Chandrasekharan, for the excellent Padma Bhushan award he received. Now, thank you and all the best.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bhupendra Singh Green.
We seem to be missing Mr. Reen. Dear Chairman, you may wish to invite the next speaker, please.
Rekha Shah.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, good evening to all of you. Myself, Rekha Shah from Mumbai. Sir, we had superior performance despite the outgoing pandemic, and also the company rewarding and shareholders with dividend and subdivision of share. How much revenue we received from European operation? Any expansion plan in the current year and CapEx program for the next 3 years? Do we importing raw material for our steel manufacturing facility? Which country supplies? So I would like to say I strongly support all the resolutions for today's meeting, and my best wishes always our company and its prosperity. Thank you, sir.
Vasudha Dakwe.
We seem to be missing Ms. Dakwe. Dear Chairman, you may wish to invite the next speaker, please.
Jaideep Bakshi.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Chairman, MD, CFO, and Board of Directors. Myself, Jaideep Bakshi, connecting from the city of Kolkata. Thanks for to our energetic Secretary PK sir for giving me an opportunity and presenting a voluminous, vivid annual report, and to the entire Secretarial Department for the conducting this video conference in a smooth manner. So proud to be a part of an integrated valuable steel company from mining to manufacturing and marketing of finished products. So thanks for the debt of rupees 15 passed on to us. Congrats for the performance. So currently new materials business we are into. Expected production for the medical business. Sir, congrats for the decarbonization project of commission carbon dioxide capture plant and introduction of electric vehicles in our transport fleet. Sir, the for penetration outside country, what is it? Can we come to know? So regarding source of coal from Russia for production, are we affected by because of this global turmoil? Sir, regarding the mine exploration joint venture with Thesis, can we have some details? Sir, I have full faith in our mental staff and entire work for remaining then and this consistent with values for Jamsetji. So I take this opportunity in congratulating you, sir, for being conferred as the Padma Bhushan. Thank you, sir, and all stay safe.
Thank you. Amit Kumar Banerjee.
We seem to be missing Mr. Banerjee. Dear Chairman, you may wish to invite the next speaker, please.
Narendra Zaveri.
I'm speaking, Narendra Javeri. Can I carry on?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. This is certainly a jubilee dividend without being a jubilee. I congratulate for excellent performance and dividend on the all the front. Sir, virtual meeting has no virtue left in it. This virtual meeting has benefited only the management and not the shareholder. If the everything is goes on, why authority at the Delhi want to perpetuate the painful memory of the COVID forever? Schools, colleges, everything is running smoothly. Trains are running. Judiciary is working fully. Even judiciary is the first to discard the virtual hearing. Why this step motherly treatment is getting accorded to the shareholder? So the expert committee formed by the government to consider whether the physical meeting to be permitted or not, their decision are not correct. We would like to know the KYC of the expert committee meeting. Sir, if you are holding a physical meeting, it will entail punishment, sir? We would like to know. Secondly, sir, about dividend. You have earned 270 rupees per earning per share. We congratulate for that. It comes to less than 20%, sir. Sir, in the past, we are distributing more than 1/3% of the available net profit to the shareholder. So we would like to know, in the future, will you continue with the past practice of distributing at least 1/3 of the net available profit to the shareholder, sir? 50% anyway, the good performance, we appreciate that, sir. Sir, this virtual meeting, you can't sense the uh, sense and reaction of the shareholder. So, physical virtual meetings suffer from various infirmities. So we would request you, as far as possible, continue with the physical meeting, sir. Or otherwise, you must have combined the physical meeting
So,
and
Mr.
virtual
Zaveri, you
meeting.
made your point on that. Do you have any other comments?
No, any other comment means, sir, this.
No, I noted your comment on the physical meeting.
Yes.
You emphasized it multiple times. Understand it.
Okay, sir. Then about dividend, sir. Dividend advice. We are not receiving dividend advice for many years and now for during the last 2 years. Sir, dividend advice constitutes a basic documentary proof that I have a share in the company. Now, because of the SEBI guidance, share transfer agent and registrar agent, they are insisting the proof. Now, in each and every meeting, they are asking for the proof. Now, shareholders have no proof at all in their hand for their shareholding in the Tata Steel. So, in all the Tata group of company, dividend advice should be sent. What harm is that, sir? We have given you handsome premium to you. So there is no wrong in having separate dividend advice with color code. So we can distribute it. Further, if argument of the authority or the company management is that the amount is credited in the bank passbook, that is not correct. So people having similar amount, how we can differentiate between the two amount? 100 rupees we are receiving from the 10 party. So how we can differentiate that this 100 rupees is only from the Tata Steel? So you should discontinue this practice and send us a dividend advice. My earnest request is that. In this context, sir, I like to draw attention of our MD, who is a member, chairman of the ethical committee. He should look into this aspect and send a dividend warrant. Thank you, sir. And wish you COVID-free life in the future and have a AGM in the physical form, sir. Thank you.
Vinayak Bapat.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, Vinayak.
Chairman, sir, and members of the board. Tata Steel at its 115th meeting, you have inherited a very, very proud legacy. We would also like to personally thank our Chairman Emeritus for entrusting the entire group in your hands. Over the past 5 years, we have seen the leadership that we all required at the Tata Group. Moreover, you were also bestowed by Government of India with one of the most prestigious awards for leading business and industry, the Padma Bhushan. And as they say, the reward for good work is more work. You got Air India, and now you have to become busy working on the turnaround. We also are very happy to see Noel Tata join the board, because the Tata name on our prestigious company will also help enhance the prestige of the company further. I would also welcome all our other independent directors who will bring fresh insights into the boardroom and share with you all their strategic inputs. Sir, many congratulations to the executive team as well as your leader, who under your leadership ensured that we had nil fatalities in COVID. Fantastic. I don't think there's any organization with such a large employee base in India and overseas who have had this envious record of 0 COVID fatalities. However, I also have noted the extraordinary efforts taken by the company in COVID management. We would like the management to tell us what are the additional costs that were incurred for COVID over the past 2 years. Sir, as a precursor to the virtual meeting, we received soft copies of the annual report. There is a small request. The annual report has to be read top down, column by column. If we can, through the printing thing, organize it like reading a novel across, it might help in expeditiously reading a large annual report across like we read in any novel. So there, as usual, there have been some inconsistencies which I do bring to your attention. A couple of them are a little significant, and hence I would like to just share with you. The others I will take offline. In fact, the productivity on page 133, we have said that Tata Steel India, we had 854 tons per employee per annum. And if you multiply that with our 35,000 strong headcount, the crude steel production comes to 30 million tons, whereas our actual crude steel production was of the order of 18.4 million tons. So we need to be careful there. And maybe if I am wrong in working it out, I would stand corrected. Similarly, sir, Southeast Asia operational EBITDA reported on page 505, which is the segment results, shows at 1,255 crores EBITDA, and the same reported on page 176 shows 1101 crores, 1101 crores. So we need to make sure that in this era of Kaizen and Six Sigma, our attention to detail is a little more pronounced. Tata Steel standalone had a fantastic year. India GDP was 8.7. Tata Steel sales increased by 5.76. We underperformed the economy. However, a little bit, our average realization was up 45%, the EBITDA was up 78, and the PAT was up 93. And hence, we could dividend a 104% increase. The highest dividend per share in our history. Congratulations to the executive management. Now, coming to areas of concern, our operating cash flow increased by only 13.5% when our EBITDA increased by 78%. We could not sell 100% of whatever we produced, and as a result, we will have to go for lower realizations. Our gross debt reduction was a minuscule 540 crores only, which is 1.46% of the previous outstanding gross debt. Only when we reduce our gross debt will we have effective reduction in finance costs and interest costs. I think keeping net debt reduction as a key measurement metric may need revisiting. Tata Steel foreign exchange net earnings was 12,000 crores minus, a deficit vis-a-vis last year when we were kind of break even. I'm sure management will take efforts to ensure and also help the India balance sheet. Sir, similarly on the consolidated numbers, outstanding on revenue, EBITDA. However, the operating cash flows have been virtually zero. There is no increase in the operating cash flow on the consolidated numbers. It is only 0.12%, and that is a little concerning. Sir, we all know that on our consolidated balance sheet, our overseas subsidiaries have been a drag. We are very happy to see that National Steel has at last been divested, though in the process, after 17 years and 1.1 trillion rupees in sales, we have lost net basis 2655 crores. We invested 3,600 odd crores, 3930 crores in FY06, and we realized 1275 crores this year. Now, sir, coming to the larger issue, the elephant in the room, Tata Steel Europe. Today, after 15 or 17 years, we have invested 1017 billion rupees, that is 10.17 trillion rupees. And the cumulative revenue was 11 trillion. The cumulative EBITDA is 0.59 trillion, and the average EBITDA is only 5.4. Now, this compared to Tata Steel's performance of having 23% EBITDA is, something we have to look at. I would like the board to look at this and put some thresholds for capital investment. Current year, we again invested 21,000 crores extra in Tata Steel Europe. I think we need to look at it. Chairman, sir.
Mr. Bapat, I'll respond to you and also will write to you on this. Okay, some of your I respect your knowledge and respect all the comments you make. Some of it is probably wrong data that you are reading from, but I'll respond to you. Otherwise, Kaushik will write you in detail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Mahesh Kumar Bubna.
Yes, sir. Coming. Just a minute. Can I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Sir, first of all, I congratulate to the chairman of this company, board of directors, CFO, company secretary, other dignitaries, and the all staff members who are assisting to the AGM, as well as all staff members and workmen in this organization. They are working very hard. This is a very old company, 115th AGM we are conducting, 116th year of this company. I am shareholder of Tata Steel continuously for more than 45 years. I know about the company's all activity, affairs, etc. During a few years, the company has tried to reorganize the structure of the company. So there are a lot of activity going on to have enhanced our production as well as the profitability. You had acquired Rohit Ferrotech, etc. A lot of companies. You had one government company also you had acquired. So there is a lot of activity going on to enhance our production, enhance our larger industrial base, larger profitability. I thanks to the management for their such activity, and it will be continue for the future for the betterment of the company. I first of all I want to some highlight on the balance sheet and profit and loss account. You are paying a dividend of 51 rupees out of this year's profitability of 270 rupees 33 paisa from the standalone. I am talking about the standalone balance sheet and profit and loss account. One thing I find here that our borrowing, it is very high, 20,000, more than 20,000 crore. So last year it was 31,000 crore, but you had reduced the borrowing, and our due to this all this borrowing etc. Our finance cost is also very high, 2,800 crores. If you reduce this finance cost and borrowing, then we can able to have a add in our earning per share 272, maybe 400 rupees without any extra our effort. If you see, the capital employed is very low, 1,222 crores, and our reserve fund is 1,24,211 crore. Will I ask one question? During the period of 160 years of the life of this Tata Steel, how many times company has given the bonus share to the shareholders? Your last bonus was given 2004. At that time, nearby that time, you had issue right share also. Again, you come with the right issue in 2019. Infusing the money of the shareholders in the company for the last 116 years, and I think it is not much more, 10 times you had given the bonus share, or maybe less. So better you have to think properly for the investors. My father was also the shareholder in my childhood, I know. But since my maturity, for the last 45 years, I am also the shareholder of this company continuously. That time, 100 rupees shares value was in the market 80 rupees, 90 rupees. Under valuation of the market. That time, Tata promoter equity was 4%. Thereafter, slowly it was enhanced. So you have to keep more patience with the investors. I seen in your inaugural speech lastly that you had very illegal things you had done. You had told to all the shareholders that after 3 minutes I cut up the video, which is totally illegal in the Companies Act and other laws. You are one of the respected person in India, President awarded, and you are illegal things telling on the AGM of it is not worthwhile. It is not worthwhile. On behalf of all other shareholders, this is my humble request from the chairman of the company to take back your this wording. Suppose it is a physical meeting. I am on the dais. I am telling, will you push me to out from the meeting hall? Have you any right? So don't do all these illegal words with the shareholder. I am the shareholder of all the Tata companies and I am losing my money. In your LinkedIn profile, you had posted one post in the electric motor vehicle. There you are standing nearby the vehicle. I commented that my money in the Devious mode that Tata Devi has acquired. For the last 35 years, there is no take out of the company. Physical 50 shares of 10 rupees value is still I having. I inquired from a lot of your department, even from the Tata Sons also, nobody can able to say. There are a lot of other companies having a lot of problem. I written to your LinkedIn, this comment box. No reply still I have received. So don't try to teach shareholders. Listen from the shareholder because AGM after shareholders this celebration. They will ask a question because one shareholder also told you a lot of things about this. That don't do this 550 pages, this annual report. How much time it will take to read out? Tell me. Who is genius to within 3 minutes read out all this annual report? For last 45 to 50 years, I am holding all the AGM. In Calcutta, I am holding 1,000 AGM every year. So don't try to teach me. One thing I want to know you that our investment having 14,234 crores. So better you encase the investment and pay off this borrowing, then we can able to save a lot of money on the finance cost.
Sir, you made that point, we noted. So do you have any other points?
Just a minute. I will not take much more time. I will not take much more time. You see, if you see other companies' annual report, this FMCG company, Hindustan Lever, out of 37 rupees, they are paying 34 rupees dividend. They are so friendly with the investors. So after this long process of this, we are waiting for the company's management that they will pay us a very good handsome of dividend, handsome of this bonus. But what at this time of juncture of this good profitability, you are just paid 51 rupees and 13. This is not well. If you see the current ratio on page number 384, it arrived to 0.62. That is not a 50-50 even. It is much more than the our equity, this 50-50 ratio. It should be 30 or 40, 0.40. So it is 62. It is very high. Still, it is very high. One thing I want to know about this cash flow. Just previous speaker also told about the negative in the consolidated cash flow. I see in your this cash flow statement that your this investing this cash flow is negative. So better you have to reconstruct your this balance sheet and to think about this cash flow investing activities 34,167 in negative, crores in negative.
So better for the betterment of the shareholders' benefit, you are one of the trustee of the shareholders. Chairman is the trustee of the shareholders, who is only speaking with the shareholders in the AGM. No any other director has direct conversation with the shareholders. So better you have to keep in mind that you are the trustee of the shareholders. You are not only the chairman of the Tata Group, you are the chairman of all the shareholders.
Thank you,
Maybe
sir.
Tata has
You made your
appointed you as a
point. You made
chairman.
your point.
We have not appointed you as a
Sir,
chairman.
okay, you
But
made your
we
point.
recognize you as a chairman in the board.
Fine, sir. You made your point.
I respect you.
I respect your comments. I have taken note of your comments.
But never threat to any shareholder like you had given. Otherwise, I will go
So
against the management.
You made your point. 3 minutes
It
is
is
the
the
request.
Constitution of India.
Okay,
It is the Constitution of India. It
made
is
your
the
point. You
company
made your
act. It
point.
is
I have
all
taken
other
note of
related
it.
law. You are
Okay.
not above the law.
Thank you.
This
Thank
is my
you.
humble request from you, Mr. Chandrasekhar, as a chairman of the Tata Steel.
Yes,
Don't
sir. I
try
have taken note of your point. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Adil Irani, are you back? I'm told you are back.
We seem to be missing Mr. Irani.
Okay. With that, we have come to the end of all the shareholder speeches. Now I'll quickly respond to all the comments that have been made. Mr. Arun Kumar Bopanna, you asked about the attrition. The attrition of the company is 2%. You asked about any future acquisitions. Many people also asked. We'll come to that. I'll answer that. On the smart city at Jamshedpur, the utility company, Jusco, which continues to invest in development of the city. And definitely there is a lot of technology deployment that is happening in the city. Quite happy to give you an update offline. Ms. Patel, you asked about doors and windows. Definitely you can reach out to the company secretary. They'll be happy to assist you. See, many people made this comment about what is the plan for taking Tata Steel to be a zero debt company? Are you going to play $1 billion debt repayment every year? The last couple of years, our debt repayment has been much higher than $1 billion. Significant amount of debt is being repaid. The company's debt at one point in time, about 4 years ago, was about 1,20,000 crores. Now we are about 51,000 crores, and then we have slightly increased it due to the Nilanchal acquisition. See, the main thing is we have to have the right capital structure. The idea is not to blindly go to a zero debt situation. Currently, whether you look at the debt equity ratio or the debt to EBITDA ratio, both are less than 1. The company has a capital structure which is very, very strong, and taking to zero debt can make the company's capital structure inefficient also. So we will continue to reduce the debt because we know that the EBITDA level may not be at this level always, but still with the capacity expansion that we are currently planning, the company is comfortable to create good level of EBITDA. So we will continue to reduce the debt, but the intent is not to take it to zero debt. And will we reduce it by additional 1 billion? Certainly per year, certainly, and probably more. So we have a target towards which we are going, but we'll calibrate the target as we continue to expand. There is one related question which is repeated many times. What is the company's expansion plan? See, the company clearly today of the 31 million tons capacity that it has between India and Europe and UK, the Europe and UK will be capped. We have no additional plans of expansion in those markets. Our plans of expansion is in India. We have said from 20 million tons, we will go to 30 and 40 million tons. The current commitment that we have in Kalinganagar expansion and Angol expansion will already take it to 25 million tons. And then we have significant organic expansion plans in NANL also. So we want to have at least a 10 million tons plus capacity in lung products. So that investment will continue to happen. Our capital expenditure plan per year is minimum of 10,000 crores. 10 to 12,000 crores is the number that currently we are looking at, primarily because it's difficult to execute and build more capacity in a year. That's what our experience shows. But otherwise, we definitely want to expand faster and reach our targets of 30 and 40 million tons. So we are not slowing down on our expansion plans, but we think we have adequate cash flows to be able to support that. And somebody asked about what is sustainability plan. See, the company has the overall target of going to be net zero by 2045. And our plans for sustainability will involve both electric arc furnace and DRI. And on the electric arc furnace, we will do multiple projects. Yes, we have done one project doing one project in Haryana, which is of the order of 1 million tons capacity when it is fully completed. But we certainly want to create hubs of such 1 million tons in different regions in India. So if I can give you an approximate view, we will at least have 4 to 5 such plants of million tons each in the electric arc furnace over the course of next 5, 6, 7 years, at least this decade. While in parallel, we will be sharpening our technology in terms of DRI. So you will see a significant portion of the sustainability conversion to DRI happen beyond 2030 in India. So towards 2030, there will be expansion in electric arc furnace and also on coal-based, blast furnace-based power plant, steel plant expansion. So that is the overall view on expansion. Somebody asked about the retail business. The retail business currently is about 1,500 crores. It's about 20% of revenue, and we think that that has a significant opportunity for expansion. It is more or less doubling every other year, so we expect that to significantly increase. Materials business, the profitability of the retail business is more or less the same as the company average. Whereas the materials business currently, I think Tamal Majumdar asked that question, is currently at about 500 crores. It's still not EBITDA positive, but it will become EBITDA positive in the next year or two as we scale up that business. So that's broadly the plan for the company. Now, next is Humayun Purdehi. You asked about imports from China. See, I think overall, the steel market is having a demand internationally very strong because the demand from the imports from China is not happening, as well as Russia and Ukraine exports have stopped. Given that there is a demand, but currently we have a headwind because of the export duty. But overall, when you look at the future, I think India will be a net exporter of steel after substantially meeting the domestic demand. So we believe that our expansion of flat steel, long products, but special steels, and other downstream products, as well as some of the other things we are doing in the retail in terms of doors, window, we will diversify all those in addition to creating a business around materials. That should probably answer all the questions regard to our expansion and Mascarenas. Thank you for your comments. The dollar fluctuation you asked about, I think 80 to 90% of our steel is domestic. So our revenue-wise, our impact in dollar is only for about 10-15% maximum, and that too now it is more domestic. Then in terms of imports, iron ore we don't import at all. Fully we are self-sufficient, and we import coking coal. Coking coal is about 40% cost of our total production of raw materials, of which this 20% of the total requirement of coking coal is coming from captive mines. Remaining 80% we import. So that has a foreign exchange fluctuation, but the company has a very judicious hedging policy, which takes care of ensuring that we don't get affected significantly due to the foreign exchange fluctuations. Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta, you asked about the Rohit Furrow. I think it's an acquisition that has been done as per the NCLT norms. So I won't be able to comment further on that. On the Agnipath, we have already welcomed Agnipath as a scheme. We believe that it will have a steady flow of very disciplined workforce, and we will definitely welcome that opportunity to engage with Agniveers. Mr. S.P. Bisania, you asked about current year. See, a lot of people asked about the current year cash flows, current year steel price, etc. So I think we don't want to give very forward-looking statements, but broadly, I want to say that there has been a correction on the steel price in the recent month to the extent of about 12 to 15%. 15% correction downwards in the steel price in the domestic market, but also there has been a correction of the coking coal import price to the extent of 35 to 40%. So I think on the margin side, I think there is a cancelling out factor that will play out. Mr. Kirtisha, thank you for your comments. Mr. Hiranand Kotwani, I already talked about debt. Mr. Ashmita Parik, I already answered your question on consumer business and export-import duty impact. I have already told you. Vaishali Saraya, coking coal price, I have probably given you the details that you wanted to know. And also I explained to you why we will not be targeting a zero debt company. We will be a capital efficient company for a company which is having a lot of cash flows and capital expenditure. We just want to make sure that the right capital structure is required to also maintain an investment grade. Nidhi Konai, I already explained your questions on scrap and DRI and sustainability. Gautam Tiwari, debt equity ratio and debt to EBITDA ratio, I have told you. And you asked about IEPL. We have transferred about 8.12 crores this year. And we have employees. We have 51 handicap employees in the company, and this is something that we will continue to increase. And future outlook, as I said, we believe Tata Steel has a very strong future outlook, not only for the company, but for the steel industry, and both for the Indian market and for the Indian market to expand. Mr. Ashit Kumar Patak, NANL, we will, in the next 12 months, will definitely meet our target is to definitely operate the current capacity of 1.1 million tons, but in the future, we will expand our long products to go past 10 million tons. Bharat Shah, Smita Shah, thank you for your comments and request for face-to-face meeting. We will take a call next year. Pranabda, I think your comments on safety is well taken. The coke own plant incident, we did not have any loss of life or did not have any loss of production. Very fortunate. But we will look at your suggestions on quick response team and other aspects. This is an item which is actively debated in the board. We want to ensure that we have the best safety process, standards, and culture in the company. And your comments about visiting the associate company is absolutely well taken, and we will continue to make sure that we visit all our operating companies, subsidiaries, and have the employee connect, and also pass on the message of safety. Krishma Bijen Shah, see the Russia, you asked about what is the impact. Actually, there was a newspaper article somebody referred to us also, but I can confirm that Tata Steel, post that statement, has not been importing coal from Russia. It's only importing from Australia at this point in time. I can confirm that. Himanshu Datta, you made a comment about your complaint, and as I already told you, that's being looked into, and somebody will get back to you. If there is a meeting required, we will definitely, the MD will facilitate that. Sharad Shah, thank you for your comments. Yusuf Rangwala, thank you for your comments. Tamal Mujumdar, the Russian-Ukraine situation, yes, definitely has increased, the tightened the market, and the steel price in Europe is quite strong. And for that reason, actually, the new contracts that the UK entity and Europe entity have entered into are quite attractive, and the EBITDA and cash level performance of the both Europe entity and UK entity is expected to be stronger this year than all the previous years. Coking coal price is about $300 now. It was at $500 some time ago. So that's a 40% softness there. We think the price will stabilize somewhere here at the current levels. We don't have a direct impact due to the gas supply issues from Russia. Kalinganagar will continue to be expanded. Debt reduction will continue. And I take your points on the comments you made about the litigations that are existing between page 368 to 372. It has been a concerted effort in all companies to proactively take up these and then close these issues. So there is an attempt that's being made across the group, and we will take this on board. Yashpal Chopra, I already addressed about your question on forex revenues. Nalin Shah, I think this year will be more or less the similar level of production. Last year was 31 million tons, because we need to see the expansions come through, as was articulated in Narendran's presentation and my opening comments. So some things will come alive in Q3, and then slowly the expansion will happen over the next year or two. So till then, I think it's more a capacity issue. I gave enough indications on the FY 23 outlook. Bimal Bhatt, your comments on the additional directors taken. I think the Tata Group brand valuation is being done. We are not looking at doing the valuation of individual companies. There has been a substantial reduction of subsidiaries over the last 3-4 years. We have reduced more than 100 subsidiaries, and last year alone is about 20 subsidiaries have been reduced. So this has been again a simplification initiative that we are pursuing. Anil Parekh, thank you for your comments. You asked about why are we acquiring stake in those 3 companies. The acquisition for stake in this ceramic company is primarily because of the know-how that we need in order to develop that business to support the medical equipment manufacturers. And the S&T mining is more for simplification, want to have a simple structure. The other acquisition on the Angul is primarily for logistics support. Vinod Agarwal, I already answered your question on electric arc furnace. Graphene scale will take time, but definitely we are focused on that. And Swaran Lata, See, the other comprehensive income question you asked is primarily because of the mark-to-market calculation of the pension liabilities in the UK. There is no other comments there. And Mr. Ashok Kumar Jain, thank you for your comments. Muralidhar Chaudhary, many other people made comments regarding bonus shares, buyback, etc. All those things we've taken note, and the board will deliberate. Company has an aggressive expansion plan, so the capital expenditure will have to be funded also. So, but the focus has been to reward shareholders. We are committed to reward shareholders, so we will do what is the right thing for the shareholders. Ms. Narendra Singh Chauhan, thank you for your comments. And Bimal Kumar Agarwal, we have not done any valuation of any land bank. And note about the speaker number is taken, and I will try to mention the speaker number going forward. Kaushik Shaukar, thank you for your comments. Parthiv Deepak Sharma, you asked about what is the timeline for the capex. As I said, we are able to spend around 10,000 to 12,000 crores per year. But when there is an opportunity to be able to inorganically acquire, we will look at that. And sometimes if you're able to accelerate the project expansion, we will do that. So I can't give you exact timeline, but broadly we have said what our capacity ambitions are. See, Mr. Jyoti Chada, you asked about the equity increase that will happen because of the split. Because of the split, there is no equity increase because it's a 10 rupee share being split into 1 rupee share. Hasmukhlal Vora, I already answered your questions on borrowing. Lekha Shah, capex for the 3 years you can calculate. Jaideep Bakshi, I already answered your question on Russian and Ukraine. Mr. Narendra Zaveri, I've answered your questions. Mr. Vinayak Bappat, thank you for your comments, except that I want to correct you saying that it is not a zero death due to COVID. So very sadly, company also lost employees due to COVID. Company did its best to support the vaccination, did its best to support employees and their families with enough medical help, but we did have unfortunate loss of our associates and their families. I think the productivity question you asked about is your the 35,000 number also includes mining employees. We roughly have around close to 10,000 mining employees. So if you remove that and calculate, then the numbers will tally. And if you want the specific number, I'm sure Kaushik or the company secretary can help you. I think your point about gross cash flow is taken into account from the interest point of view, but currently we are not looking at that. Our focus is on net cash flow because we are also trying to maintain the right capital structure. Currently, the capital structure is what we are looking at, and we will definitely bring down the gross debt also. But you also have to see it in conjunction with the capacity expansion plans the company has. Definitely, our focus is on OCF. Tata Steel Europe is in a good position now. What we will do in the future, we will look at it. We have multiple options in front of us. We are thinking that through. But in any case, either we have to take some kind of decision, or we will go towards transition to sustainability with the help of the local governments there. So there are multiple discussions happening, and I will leave it there. Because Mahesh Kumar Bubna, I take note of all your comments, but I definitely want to say that the comment one made was to say that there will be a 3-minute limit. At that time, I will remain. No point in time one was said that your video will be shut off or anything like that. But didn't mean to be disrespectful to you at all. Respect all shareholders and particularly respect you. So thank you for whatever comments you made, and I will take it in the right spirit. Thank you so much. With those comments, we come to the end of the speaker shareholder sessions. I thank all the shareholders for participating and expressing their views. Now I authorize Mr. Parvatisam Kanchanadam, Company Secretary and Chief Legal Officer, to conduct the voting procedure and conclude the meeting. The remote e-voting facility will remain open for the next 15 minutes to enable shareholders to cast their vote. The results will be announced within 48 hours from the conclusion of this meeting, and the same will be intimated to the BSE Limited and National Stock Exchange of India Limited, and also uploaded on the website of the company and that of NSDL. I once again thank all the shareholders for attending the meeting and for their continued support. I want to thank all the directors who have joined today from India and from outside. With your consent, the Board of Management, myself, and the board members would like to leave this meeting now and request all of you to stay safe and stay healthy. See you next year.
The electronic voting was kept open for 15 minutes, as was announced by the chairman. We now close the electronic voting process. I confirm that the requisite quorum was present throughout the meeting. The results of the annual general meeting will be announced on or before June 30th, 2022. With this, I declare the meeting as closed. Thank you.